Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bowtie Dave here, joined with Smash Shouts here for the PMCO.
It is definitely the PMCO. Full split. We're covering North American region. It's fantastic. Dave, did you see yesterday?
Yeah, I was here.
You were here?
I was here.
Well, if you weren't here, you can check out the VODs because they're very important. We had the Tensor 1v4 versus 6 Angry Men. That was a highlight for me. The mobile Esports YouTube channel is PUBG Mobile Esports YouTube channel. Get onto it. Almost 1 million subscribers, 960,000. So you definitely need to do that. The game, Dave. Where do you get the game?
You download the game, Google Store, iOS Store. It's FREE.
It is completely free. There is lots to do. I'm a fan of the team deathmatch.
Yeah.
Knocks out 10-15 minutes. Yeah,
pretty easy. You get to try out the different guns and stuff. Try out that up close and personal Uzi spray that we've been trying to work on here.
Yeah, my Uzi spray is dreadful, but
it's tough. You use gyro too, so it's a little more challenging.
I do use full gyro.
So
thumb's full gyro though.
We're back. We're back. I mean, look at this. We got some fresh cuts. I got a bow tie. Your hair is looking great here today.
Yeah, we went to the same hairdresser. It was good.
Same hairdresser.
Well, these guys, they went to the hairdressers as well, and we've cut down a few teams instead of hair. So at the start, we had 24 matches to decide the 32 teams. 8 got cut there. 24 matches for 24 teams is where we're at now. We're going to have to cut 8 eventually, and we're getting closer and closer to that mark. But after our 24 games here, we will decide our top 16, play 10 matches there, and that will decide who goes through to the regional finals.
Yeah.
This is how they get there.
Here's the point structure you were mentioning. First place will get you 20 points, second place 14, third place 10. Goes down from there. 11th through 16th will be getting 1 point, and then, of course, every single kill matters. You'll be getting a nice, juicy 1 point for that. So a lot of squads coming into today. They're going to be hunting down these players. They're going to be trying to rack up as many points as possible. Groups E and G here today.
Yeah, we finally get to see some Tempo Storm action, Tribe Gaming, Omen. There's some big names in the mix today.
I'm looking for the comeback. Today is the day.
Yeah. Today is the day. The Revenants, they can turn up like they did in the group stage and really make their mark. I was talking to one of the players from Team 9 today, and they didn't have the most fantastic day yesterday, and they thought that this was the lobby that they could get those points to get them across the line. So they think that this is the lobby probably a little weaker than previous days because they're missing some big teams like Team Totality, who had a fantastic day yesterday, Pittsburgh Knights. But
in Group E, today's their last day as well.
Yep, Group E, last day for these players. Their final 4 games of the semifinals.
Wow.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I mean, some of these squads like Cloud9, the Unnamed, Spacestation, you're not too worried about it. You're going to come in today, you're going to play your game, obviously try to get as many points as possible, but you're kind of going to be having a good time in the lobby compared to squads like Latinos, Unified, we got 6 Angry Men, and then Simplicity. Those 3 squads, today's the last day.
Yep.
They already played 12 games. They're in the bottom 8.
Yeah, that's very bad signs for them. They're going to need to really get the lead out today and start slaying out as well as getting those placement points because you feel like there's not going to be enough. You can't just rely on placement points. You need the kills now as well. So that maybe changes their game styles up and makes them a little more uncomfortable. But, I mean, we've seen it in other regions, that miracle run from 15th to all the way up into the top 8.
Well,
so
it can happen. It was Tribe.
Tribe did it.
Yeah, Tribe did it. So it's a different story, though, I feel like. We got Simplicity. There was one team that is on the cusp there in 18th place right now, 48 points as a whole.
Okay.
You know,
doable.
They definitely have a doable chance here today, but like you said, we could see the miracle run. 6 Angry Men, they're going to be down there in the bottom with only 30 points, and then Latinos Unified with 31, I believe. So yeah, they're down there pretty far. It's going to be a challenge, to say the least, for these guys to come in today.
We also have Infinex and Team 9 that are sitting in that middle of the pack area.
Yeah, 13th.
If they have a horrible day, then all of a sudden things could get very dicey for them, and they'll be relying on other teams' results.
I mean, Team 9, they're in 10th place. They're in 10th place.
Yeah, they still need about 20-30 points for me to make them 100% safe.
Yeah, and that's what they're trying to do here. You mentioned you were speaking to them.
Yeah, they're definitely aiming for that 30-point mark today, at least, I guess, because that will be the bare minimum, right? 30 points will get them up to about 120. We've seen in other regions it's been around that 115 mark that has been safe.
Yeah.
But you don't want to be just safe. You want to be more than
secure.
safe. You want to be secure.
Because tomorrow we're going to have, Group F. And they're also going to be fighting to overtake that position. So
certainly.
We had Team 9 yesterday, right? Or
were they Team 9. They were yesterday. So there's their last games today.
Yeah.
They'll be wrapping it up.
We didn't see much from them, I'm not going to lie.
No, they had a pretty quiet day. it was the harder lobby they deemed. It was a more difficult lobby for them, and maybe their drops were more contested, or their normal rotations were more contested with these other teams in the lobby. So that's something that they're going to have to adjust to as the tournament goes on.
Yeah.
As well, if they find themselves in that top 16, they're going to need to find out what locations are free and where they can go and rotate. Because that's the beauty of this group system, is the fact that these teams might have the same drop locations, but because they play against each other, they have to change things up. You have to have two strategies. You can't just all have the one.
Yeah.
So it's fantastic.
All right, so we got lots of stuff to talk about here today. Currently, the teams are loading on into the lobby. I believe we're waiting for one more squad. I got to ask you, did you see that that top 10 list that was out last night? Top 10 players list?
Yeah, I saw a few IGLs actually in there too, which is good to see.
Yeah.
Usually those top 10 lists are dominated by like the heavy fraggers or, you know, the most stylish players. But a few IGLs sneaking their way in there.
Yeah.
It's fantastic to see.
I mean, I feel like it's a good thing for the community to start a discussion, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. We've seen lists in other games be very competitive and very healthy. It pushes the players to strive more as individuals.
So, did you see the list or no? Or you just
I can't remember the whole list off the top of my head, but I did see
Take a guess, though. Who's top one? What random guess? I'm not gonna hold it against you.
Probably. Well, it'd have to be probably for me. It'd be Beowulf, Sixless.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tensor. Those players are up there.
Yeah,
Definitely up there.
Okay. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, one of those four surely are up there.
Do you think the other players get a little sad though?
Oh,
when
I mean,
they're not on the list?
I've been on those lists in another life, basically, and I got sad that I wasn't number one.
Number one.
You're always striving to be the best version of yourself in game, out of game, wherever you are. So, and the thing about esports is everyone's a competitor, right?
Yeah.
All these players in this lobby, they're ultra competitive people, and they just want to be the best. They want to win. So, not being the number one at your role or number one in general, kind of a bit hungrier.
Yeah,
for
and we
it,
got two of the members that you brought up. We got Cloud9, they're playing here today, and Spacestation Gaming, Sixless. So still no chicken for Spacestation, but they're going to be finding themselves in 4th place. So I can only imagine if they do acquire that first chicken in the semifinals, it should shoot them up the leaderboards.
It should. Sixless has been posting on Twitter. Yesterday it was for the tacos. You know, he's having his
People
tacos.
were confused. They're like, why are they talking about tacos? Well, we clearly said it's because Sixless told us that they're going to be eating tacos and praying to the circle gods.
Well, now he's come out. I think it's Mother Russia that he's praying to at the moment, which isn't going to help him too much in the North American qualifier or the semifinals.
I think because the Sixless puts on like a voice. Like
yeah, I saw the video on YouTube actually. It was pretty good content.
Pretty good content.
Spacestation have absolutely banging content.
I didn't see any spicy memes here today. I mean, team totality, they're in first place. They have a pretty good
no reason
point
to
lead.
me.
Yeah, no reason. But let's see. Maybe Spacestation Gaming could shoot back today. You know, on the Twitterverse and in game as well. As ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready for game number 1 here today. We got 4 games to go. We will be seeing Vikendi later on, so make sure you stick tuned for that. Let's go check out where the first plane of the night will be heading.
Yeah, looking at the plane now, it is painted in the Gold Dragon, so that's fantastic. I love the Gold Dragon skin. That one and the Bling one are 2 of my favorites. The plane itself is going from the west coast all the way up to Stalber, so we'll have to see if any team does decide to drop Stalber. It's a very rare drop location. Usually teams go Yas, Naya, maybe Severny if they can't get to their southern drop location. Can't see many teams trying for Lipovka Kameshki at this point in time. We haven't seen much of that East Coast be used from these North American teams so far. Maybe this lobby is a bit different with Group I think F and Group G, sorry, coming into things.
Group G, so they had like, what, a 5-day break from
they had a
their
big
last
break.
game. So curious to see how they will come into today, perform today. Let's see. I was speaking to Wi-Fi, right? Got lots of stuff from Wi-Fi. My boy Wi-Fi from Omen Elite here. And he pretty much said, if you can recall, the blueprint from the group stages, right? Is just to qualify.
Just to qualify.
Just to qualify.
Gotta be in it to win it.
Because besides qualifying, there's really not much else to gain from, you know, being the top dogs here. I mean, bragging rights, of course.
Of course not.
So they're going to qualify. But Wi-Fi mentioned that this squad has been testing the waters. This is Wi-Fi's words.
Ooh.
Seeing what works versus what doesn't work, so that when they move into those finals, they already have a set game plan when it comes to those strategies. So we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen today. Today might be the last day that they're testing those waters. Wi-Fi did say that they are definitely 100% going to be shooting for kills over placements.
Oh, that's very fun.
Maybe we'll see a little more of a aggressive team. The thing is that we got to think about, they're in 11th place. right now, right? I believe they have, 89 points?
So, yeah, I think they're relatively safe then if they've
You think
only
they're
got...
safe? I mean, 11th place? It's
they've
the
got 8
mid-pack.
games.
It's
It is
the mid-pack. Oh,
it is
okay,
mid-pack.
yeah, they have 8 games.
They have 8 games, so 8 games for about 60 to 40 points. That should be fine for them.
Okay,
Well, we saw a flash of the map, Dave, and there is a lot of waters to be tested if Omen do choose to become the boat people and traverse the aqua side of the map, or aqua parts of the map. It's very northern, this circle, which is alarming because a lot of teams don't loot north, just because getting over that Sanhok River rotation can be quite difficult in the mid games, especially mid to late games. So at the moment we have a lot of empty space. Severny, shooting range, and all south of that, all the way up to Sanhok, is completely free. So if this circle is very aggressive and keeps shifting north, we could see a lot of teams trying to get themselves across into those towns and compounds on that road. And there could be some action breaking out relatively quickly. Also, Stalber Hill is in the circle, and that would be a fantastic finish to end, well, to start day 2, because we haven't seen a Stalber finish yet. We've seen Everest, seen Gatka Fields quite a bit as too, a few military finishes as well, but nothing up near Stalber. So
yeah, here's the
that'll be fun stuff.
Omen Elite boys we were talking about. We were just with the Revenants as well over there in Yasnaya. That's a team that I'm going to have my eye on today because I want to see them perform as they did in the group stages.
Yeah.
Lots of hope behind them. The Unnamed coming in hot. Yesterday, losing some points. They were in a battle with Team Totality all day long for that first place spot, but slowly losing their grip on the first place on leaderboard.
Yeah, Team Totality were dominant on Erangel in maps 1 and 4, and that really accelerated their points to a point where that Team Unnamed really couldn't keep up at all, which is unfortunate.
Totality's not here today,
They're
right?
not.
So the Unnamed, they do have the potential.
Yeah, they do.
To regain that spot.
One of those players on the Revenants the Revenants you were mentioning, is that Espinoza player. He's so talented, and we saw that in the group stages. He was absolutely dominating. His kills were fantastic, his positioning was fantastic, and he just kept going and kept finding squad wipe after squad wipe. But we haven't seen that from the Revenants so far, as we see Latinos Unidos getting into more engagements early on. Usually it's in Pachinki where this happens, but it is Kameshki now. We saw them yesterday. They used 2 different drop locations on Erangel because they kept getting forced out by other teams. And it looks like it's happening all over again today as Moons from Cream Esports has found one of the players at the back of a house. But he has been traded out, actually, by the UMP. So this fight is breaking out early. But again, this is this mutually assured destruction that Latinos Unidos keep finding themselves in early game.
This is the 23rd and the 24th position teams on the leaderboard, so this is the bottom of the barrel when it comes to fights here. So Cream Esports, they have the advantage because they will have more games to play.
Yeah.
Latinos United, they only got today left over, right? They only got 41 points.
And
so
they've already got 2 on the deck too.
2 on the deck. Chacho is going to be peeking the corner.
Should be able to get this.
Up, take it down.
That's good play. Gets the thirst as well. Chacho
should be able to get the revive.
Yeah, I believe he's got both of the kills at the moment. Is that a nun outfit that bloke's wearing?
Maybe they're praying for some circles.
Well, they certainly do need to start praying and praying that people don't drop near them because it just keeps happening. And it's so frustrating to watch for them.
Yeah, I see the other members of Cream. They will be pulling off that. Remember, you mentioned this is in Kameshki. First circle is going to be in the north. Looks like at least 2 members from Cream will be rotating down there to Severny, which is a good call. It should allow them to continue looting on up. But look at this. Latinos United, they can't catch a break right now. Wildcard going to be pulling up onto these compounds as well.
Yeah, this is Wildcard, a team that needs some points too. They're sitting in 14th place. They still have 8 games to play, and they've been consistent with placements without really troubling the scorers with the chicken dinners. So hopefully for their sake, they can get 1 today. That will really secure their spot going into that top 16. But as we see a little standoff going, it is just information really. You'd imagine the Wildcard players have heard him moving around. That's why they're playing so cautious, not throwing caution to the wind as the MVP is crouching around in the top of that 3-story building there.
Let's see.
It is just
Chacho and
north,
Manta.
yeah. See, well,
I don't. Where's Chacho?
Chacho's north. They're very north
Chacho's
of this
north,
engagement at the moment. So there is actually no way for this player to get back to his team as Wildcard have all the vehicles.
They're hunting.
And it doesn't look like the rest of Latinos Unidos are actually coming to help him out.
They might be pulling off this. This might actually be
Yeah, he might have got lucky here.
Yeah, very, very
Dodged a bullet.
thankful if you're Manta over here.
Yep, you are, and you hear the buggy roll out, and you stand up. Have a
Manta?
look.
Okay, I thought Manta was going to take some shots.
Oh.
That could be risky. Here's Chacho, the other member.
Yeah, he's on 63% of his team's damage. But it's early days, so that statistic won't be too relevant going later on.
3 kills, though. You like to see it.
Yep, they've certainly got 3 kills.
Like to see it. They got 4 alive here. They didn't lose any members in that process.
Oh, drive-by.
Here's Wi-Fi.
One of the Euphoria players getting cleaned up by the Omen Elite. So you said they were going for kills and already off to a decent enough start.
1 kill in the bank.
Euphoria was one of those teams that we've seen play in the first half of the semi-finals and going for almost exclusively placement points, as they were the pacifists of not even taking fights that looked very favorable for them.
And they're still kind of using the same strategy when it comes to their total points. They got 45. 36 of those points are from placement, so and only 9 from kills.
Yeah, 9 kills. That's an incredibly low amount considering their placement.
So they're using the same strategy. The question is, that strategy, is it working here in the semifinals, right? Compared to the group stages where we had weaker teams, you could say.
Yeah, it's a really rough one to gauge. I guess halfway through it's not really working too well. They are finding themselves in 20th position.
Yeah, they're in 20th.
But they still have those 8 games to play, and if they are going to employ that strategy, if they get the same amount of points, they'll go up to 90, which for me isn't safe at all. So they're going to need to pull out a bigger performance in the back end of the semis to get themselves through. But you never know. Maybe they get fortune. Well, fortune favors the brave, and it's not very brave hiding, is it?
You know, one squad we haven't checked in with yet today, Tribe Gaming.
Yep, Fear the Tribe. They got 3 chicken dinners on the day last time we saw them.
Last time they played, they already got their fans in the chat spamming those emotes. See a couple Spacestation Gaming emotes over there as well. Let us know in the chat. Remember, we're always checking it out. We're seeing what everyone's got going on here, how everyone's enjoying their days. Team 9 right here. That's the team that you mentioned. They're trying to play a little better here today compared to yesterday's performance. Looks like, unfortunate for them, they will find themselves super close to
Lord, that circle.
Spacestation Gaming. Next circle will pop. We got about 45% water in place. Severny going to be the most centralized city right here. No one's currently occupying it yet. We'll pull up that map here in just a moment. Tempo Storm, another squad that you like to see.
Yeah,
looks like they're going to be camping the Euphoria guys over this bridge.
This circle is disgusting, Dave. It is absolutely filthy. This circle has no place being in this game at the moment. There is about 30% water, maybe 15% off the map itself, and Severny is sitting bang smack in the middle. The Roshok River or inlet isn't in play at all pretty much. Stalba's still in play, but no team is going to risk it going up there, as the rotation down can be quite difficult. Shooting range is in play, but this is such a hard place because there's not many compounds in this circle. It's all defilate, all trees, rocks, and such. So very open to getting third-partied consistently. So we could see action start to kick off very, very quickly. This compound here, actually, that the Euphoria guys have found themselves in is one of the best compounds for this circle because it will find all the rotators. As we already see one of the team Unnamed players, Ran actually taking a dip, laser sight on the Scar, spraying down. Tempo are going to be able to get away from that. No connections there.
Yeah, no connections there. We have Infinex sending it to Severny. Simplicity, they're going to be occupying the west side of Severny. Spacestation Gaming, they're going to be right to the south of Severny. So, yeah, we got a lot of squads heading into Severny. Latinos United, they are going to be up on the high ground when it comes to Starborough. Wildcard, they might be rotating on into there as well. So, it looks like all of our teams are able to safely transition into circle number 2 here today. They're going to be awfully close to each other in an uncomfortable way. Still got a couple teams in vehicles, so might see a couple drive-by plays happen. This
could be a close one. This is the last member from Cream, maybe.
Yeah, this is not what you like to see. They're hiding. I think they might have already checked this. So they might
I would be very, very scared. Hold your breath, sir.
Oh.
They're
acting like so, not here, I'm not here.
Cream goes down into 15th place. Yep. Very unfortunate stuff there. Not the start of the day
you wanted.
No, but one rotation I do have to mention is the Unnamed. They started off looting the military island, which they often do. This circle is about as bad as it gets for them because they've already had one player go down to the blue just because they have to expend so many meds, and it's probably better just to get him up anyway. It's so difficult for them to rotate into this safely because they've had to cross not only the first river separating Military Island and the mainland, but now they've had to cross in past Yasnaya, just south of Stalba to get in. And
So-
there's not much room to play around
Yeah.
there. Of course, it does have to shift away from water eventually.
We'll
So
pay attention to them then, right?
so the circle could shift to the foothills of Stalba, maybe. You'd assume that it would go around that area, or maybe even north of Roshulk, just north of Roshulk, over that side of the bridge. But it's still such a rough circle for them to try and rotate in. Here's
Yeah,
them
they
on
are.
screen now.
Going
on screen,
uphill.
You have to pay attention to the med situation for them because they're walking wounded at the moment.
Rand's trying to get the UAS up there. Not enough momentum.
Yeah, you had to put the foot to the floor
Yeah,
there.
put the foot to the floor there.
Trying to conserve gas. They could have even been running out of gas on those vehicles as well, but just because
They've been
it's such a
driving
long
for so
rotation.
long. Yeah. Next circle's going to pop here very shortly. Let's see if
pretty
your
central.
squad will be favored. Looks like it will not be. Circle's going to be popping right on top of Severny, so they'll have to continue trekking their way on into circle. Back to Cream, though, real quick,
Yep.
just a side
with
thought. They dropped in Komeshki.
Yeah, they certainly
All
did.
right, that gives me the idea that they're trying to play the outskirts. They're trying to be passive, trying to survive as long as possible. Unlucky for them, another squad dropped Komeshki. We don't normally see two teams in Komeshki, so I feel like that was just an unforeseen hazard on their part.
Yeah, it could have been.
You know.
It would have caught them by surprise for sure. Komeshki
That's why I
is usually one of those
suspect, yeah.
places that you don't really see many teams dropping in. It's not really a hot zone to be contested.
And
so
they just weren't able to kind of deal with that surprise
yeah,
so
they could have
early
been-
on.
They could have been caught off guard. I mean, sometimes when you're playing, you almost autopilot for looting.
Yeah, you're like, oh, there's
especially
another team in Komeshki. Like, what the?
Yeah,
like, you never
so-
see that.
maybe caught in position, vaulting over a fence, or running in the open when you're running from loot to loot. It can happen. Can't be on your guard all the time, as Alucard's actually found Rain and put him down completely, so that leaves Tempo down to 3 already. Tempo were a team that have been having fantastic form online, but it hasn't converted over to the PMCO just yet. So waiting for their day of explosive play, really to cement themselves. They're going all right, they're chugging along, but they're not dominating like we'd almost expect from them. They're sitting in 12th, I believe, at the moment, with 8 games played, so not too bad, but looking for them to have a really big day eventually. Of course, it is quite difficult with the teams in this lobby. There are so many fantastic teams, so many dominant teams. Here we go now, as we are on board with Spec. He's going to strain down this UAS. Will he get the connections? He does get one shot out the car, but it is Bucky that claims the knock and ran to finish the second player. So now these kills are open. They are free pickings. Bucky confirms one. It's the Ignite gamers. They definitely needed as many players alive as they could get. They needed the points, but they're not going to get them this round.
Like you said, losing one early on
Spec
here.
actually gets a nice little pick here onto one of the Unnamed, who have
Raven.
rotated in
Yep.
so far just to meet Tempo Storm.
See Raven, I believe, in 3rd place when it comes to kills so far. On the leader, they got
Yep.
bumped down a couple pegs.
Yeah, had
They
a very
weren't
quiet.
performing
very quiet
yesterday
day.
and the day before, so we'll see if they can pull up clutch here.
Ooh.
Raven's going to be lean peeking the tree, going to be spotted in the process. Bucky and Ran, last 2 remaining members. Ooh, Raven will be confirmed over there, as we see in the kill feed.
That's very rare that Raven loses those duels like
That
that.
early on, too.
That M16 actually just tore his lid straight off. Very unfortunate stuff there for Raven as he continues his slide down in form, really. But if he has one of those days where he gets 20 kills on a day, then it's just, how do you stop him, really?
Yeah,
He
these
could turn
teams
around.
that we were just watching are on the east side.
Yep.
They are going to need to be careful because we saw Wildcard pulling up behind the Unnamed, trying to possibly third-party him. Tempo Storm, they were gatekeeping, but the Revenants were also trying to get involved. As we see the next circle pop, all those squads that we're watching right now, they have to move a little further west here. And right now, the circle in the west is going to be occupied by Spacestation, Team 9, C9,
We got,
Tribe,
yeah, there's a lot
Omen.
of
Like,
eastern side.
yeah, it's going to be a challenge right here.
You saw Tempo hop in the vehicle straight away, just moving. They're not mucking around today. They want the placement points and then the kill points second. Alucard's actually managed to find himself to 3 kills already. So that's a fantastic start for Wildcard. That one of those teams that could secure themselves here. This is the Tempo Storm guys. They did crash into this area central to the circle.
Rock.
Sixless has his sights on them. There's only 3 up for Tempo, and there are some cars there ready to explode too. So they could come through and be helping the side of Spacestation Gaming as we see one go up pretty quickly. And all of a sudden, Tempo Storm could be finding themselves on their way home already.
Cooking it, tossing it. Will it connect? It's going to go right over. Okay, a little short.
Get the gym, son.
Sixless already exploded the car, so
he's very wary, though.
Damage.
He can't... In that position where we're just seeing there, you'd expect Sixless to stand up to get the better angle, but he can't. Because
Cloud9...
you got
third party, yeah.
Yeah, Cloud9 are there, ready to third party.
And now we see the Latinos United pulling up as well. So
they would hear these shots, in on the action.
Sixless has a good position when it comes to
Rolly's got the good
oversight onto tempo, but like you said, you can't be peeking up because you might be spotted from alternate angles. As it does seem like Rolex will be providing some
it's a
cover
fantastic
over here.
spray. He manages to get the 2 knocks onto the Latinos Unidos players, and the cars are primed for explosion. This is a poor rotation from Latinos Unidos. Unfortunately for them, they found themselves in the middle of about 3 squads, and Rolex is not letting up at all. On the other side of things, Wildcard are finding Infinex, but it is going to be Cloud9 weighing into Spacestation. These shots have just angered everybody, and now the attention is being focused. Shooting first always isn't, is not always the best play, really, as Alucard actually gets knocked and finished by Rojas from Infinex Gaming, a team that hasn't performed like they had in the group stage. So their return to form today would be much warranted.
Latinos United still with 4 alive. They've been receiving fire from multiple teams here. They are kind of bleeding out over there. They got the smokes. They're going to be pinned down for the time. Here comes C9. We saw him in this warehouse earlier on. We see Beowulf on the top with the DP, a.k.a. the pizza gun. He's looking down the sides here, trying to get as much information as possible. I feel like C9 are the most center when it comes to the other teams in this current circle. So they should be favored when it comes to the next one as well. But what's the problem?
The problem with Cloud9's positioning is rotating out of this compound is very, very difficult, as it is just open fields essentially all around it. So if the circle doesn't shift onto them, they could find themselves getting sprayed down in cars.
It should, though. The next one definitely should,
should, but doesn't always behave. As we are down to 12 teams now, that is Wildcard, I believe, getting knocked out. Spacestation.
No helmet, though. That's my fear. Beowulf's being so aggressive
level
here
1
on
vest
the roof.
Too. He's got the paper-thin vest, and he's got no skid lid on. I wouldn't let him ride a bike in that.
I mean, if they get knocked, they should be able to easily crawl off the roof. But
drop down one of those holes, maybe.
Maybe his helmet got knocked previously. That's why.
Yeah, it could be. He has taken a little bit of damage. Had to use what looked like a energy drink.
Ooh, next circle pops. C9 is going to be right on the edge. So their position, they're going to be able to gatekeep all those squads. We'll have to see if Spacestation have some vehicles to use to make the reposition. Team 9, they're going to be out there. Infinex is out there. Revenants are already making the push. Here we go. This is that C9 gatekeeping position with the high ground. Sixless is going to be pulling up to the shack. Going to be spotted. Going to be tagged and bagged right here. Looks like their team members are going to be pulling up on the shack as well. This could be dangerous for Spacestation. They're just getting shot like fish in a barrel.
Yeah, Beowulf was knocking him down, and the Revenants is just finishing him off, really. As the 2 Space Station players that are alive have been forced to rotate very wide out. But now Cloud9 know that it's the Revenants in that compound. So
Infinex also making the
They are making a very long dash. And Chris has already been lit up by Team 9. The other Space Station players are trying to help their squad out. And he gets it through the window. This is Revenants on the backside actually clean up the kills. All the hard work that Beowulf puts in is cleaned up. He does get 2 of the kills, but Revenants are the big winners there. As now they're going to have to move out.
Wow.
Quite a bit of luck there involved, I believe, as Wi-Fi starts to lay into Infinex themselves. So Omen are now getting involved on this too. This is getting very, very messy. Tribe now, their first time seeing them in the kill feed. The spray from Beowulf just plays out KBO from Team 9. He's down and dusted. Beowulf's positioning on this high ground has been paramount.
The Revenants took up the Space Station gaming shack right after Space Station died.
So as soon as Cloud9 were watching other angles, they used that opportunity to pull up. Yeah, exactly. Cloud9 are dishing out a lot of hurt from this position, though. You mentioned the gatekeepers, and they certainly have been doing that. They've laid out a lot of knocks, but haven't got the finishes, just because there's been teams in the back. Chris is getting lit up behind this rock, and he's going to go down. That's the VSS out of Seagate putting in action, putting in work. Omen are spread pretty thin at the moment. They're looking for as many knocks and kills as they could get, as you mentioned before. Seagate's actually knocked a second member of
Can you get the other one? Ooh, Russell.
It does, and that's... I believe that might be...
Goose going to be confirmed to Zute. I believe Wi-Fi got Russell. So that's going to be... They had a very challenging play. We saw them on the west side of Severny when the circle did favor that. And like a majority of the teams, non-stop rotations all game long. We only had a handful of squads.
That could be Tempo gone too. That is Tempo out into 8th place, I believe. So another big hitter goes down early. This is almost the end of Infinex, you'd think. And it might actually just have been the end of Infinex. As Cloud9 With 8 kills to their name so far, they could have had at least 10, 12 kills. They've been getting kill stolen pretty heavily too, so...
But they're doing solid. Can't really complain,
No,
right?
they're really starting the day with a bang, as all their players are alive and well, and they're able to loot the dead bodies of, well, the corpses of the bodies they've been laying.
Pops. Here comes Tribe. We haven't seen Tribe pop off all game long. There's just no reason for him to, as they continue to be favored in these circles. They will be the only squad in the new zone. I believe they still have 4 live out there. Uneven's going to be taking some shots out there. 3 kills so far. This could be a Tribe win just based off of positioning alone. They only have a little bit of cover. They have a Burning US and a Rock to work with, so it's going to be a challenge to pull out the W, but the odds are definitely in their favor if you're currently looking at it.
Yeah, Sigurd's been putting in massive work with that VSS. He's been knocking players out on the rotation. Can be quite hard to actually do with the VSS in the cast, but Espinoza, that's a player that I wanted to stand up today. He's going to have a lot of work to cut out for him if he's going to go up against Cloud9 this early on. Looks like those nades are just going to be falling short, but that Cloud9 nade is a little bit better.
Yeah, the Cloud9 nades, they can roll down the hill, so they have that momentum to work with.
That's the 4th or 5th knock that he's managed to find himself, but Beowulf has managed to find himself a knock as well. Wi-Fi is going to be finished as well, so Tribe is starting to come alive here as Omen are getting pressured out. Cloud9 are getting pressured out. Cloud9 are actually rotating straight into the middle of Omen. The crash is coming in. It's going to be a 3-way crash onto this compound. At the moment, we've got Euphoria versus Revenants. They're popping off as well. Revenants actually cleaned up. So, Euphoria winning a gunfight. You don't see that every day, but they managed to do it. But Tribe are straight back into them now, so they cleaned up the Revenants, but now they're hurting. Cloud9 and Euphoria down to 1 member alive. It is Tribe. Well, we should be fearing them now because they're 4 strong and the rest only have 1. Beowulf bleeds out to Tribe. It looks like there will be a res onto the second player of Cloud9. But it is essentially Tribe versus the weakened teams. This last Team 9 player, I don't think he'll be much of a challenge. He's just healing up in the blue. Oh, that's a nice knock.
Mitts, yep, crawling. The snake in the grass will be knocked over here.
It's just been bopped on the head, really.
Another kill.
Sigurd finishes it off. He's got, I don't know how many kills he's got. It must be 5 or 6 at
Clue.
least.
Yeah, they know where Clue is. They spotted
He's playing for
Clue's
positioning.
gun barrel. Playing for positioning, but is outside the zone, so we'll have to push from their tree. C9 actually successful, in my opinion, in that crash and that pull-up. They did overtake Omen, as we see their current spot over there. They got the smokes over there. They have a little bit of cover. Lucifer down here on the bottom of the hill could be good to take out the last member of Euphoria. It's a nice little off angle, and it's also going to help Tribe in protecting the bottom side of that hill where they can't currently see.
Certainly will. So as we've seen Team 9 and we've seen Euphoria go the way of the Dodo, it is going to be a Cloud9 Tribe face-off to finish the day, or finish the game, I should say. Uneven, Percasas versus the full complement of Tribesmen. Cloud9 have done well to get themselves 9 kills to that position. It was quite rough. As mentioned, as soon as they had to rotate out of that compound, it becomes very, very hairy. They have a little bit of Deflate to play with, and they obviously have the mechanical ability to pull this off, but Tribe have been hot. If they win this one, it'll be 4 of the last 5 games that
they played in. Yeah.
So that is a brilliant conversion rate for them. Euphoria again finding themselves in the final moments of the game, a top 4. Not sure they had too many kills to write home about. I'll have to see after the standings, but Tribe, you can see them fanning out now, trying to find these angles, trying to expose the backlines of this Cloud9 group. You got Memo there. He's going to be a key. If he feels like Uneven pushes that bridge, he could stand up, spray him down pretty simply. It looks like Lucifer will find a buddy. Could be used as a 2-2 split here, or we could just keep fanning out.
I mean, this is a 4v2, right? Memo is getting close.
He has a molly as well.
They know where C9 is. Memo is getting super close. Backpack already off. Like you said, got the molly. Wouldn't be surprised if we see the molly play, or even Memo try to get as close as possible. Memo might see Uneven.
Memo will see Uneven.
There goes
he's
the molly.
Got just a molly, so he's given up his position as well. So that was the nade, actually.
Here comes the push from Outsider and Lucifer.
He needs to get the engagement at the same time as his frontline squad. The grenades start rolling in. They're they're tagging, but they're not knocking.
I don't think they know Memo's position. They don't hear Memo quite yet.
He has thrown 1 nade, so they could be very aware of it. And that might be why Uneven
Memo's
going
to have this tree for cover, though.
Now he comes out.
Up. He's going to take down Uneven.
He gets a second. He needs the second here as well. He's got 1 and done position. He manages to do it though. He gets the second and the game for the Tribe. It's a big one too.
More
It's
kills.
a 13-kill chicken dinner. Sigurd with the VSS was the star of the show, really, with 6. Cloud9 do well to recover themselves out of that horrible rotation they had to make out of that compound, but really the story is Team 9 and Euphoria putting points on the board early.
Much needed points.
It's all good for Tribe and C9 to pad their stats out a little bit more, but those two teams, they were the ones that needed it, and starting the day, they did get some.
Euphoria, they got 3rd place with 3 kills. Team 9, no kills, but they did get that 4th place like you mentioned, so they will be racking up some points here. Here's the highlights from game number 1 of today. This is what we were talking about. Cream just non-stop on the receiving end of being hunted by multiple teams. We saw them fight Latinos United early on. They lost a member. We saw Wildcard tried to pull up, try to take them out early on as well. And then after that, it was just a surviving game. Unfortunate for them, they weren't able to do just that. But here we go, Spacestation Gaming. This is when they were in the circle, going to be taking some shots. There's the Latinos.
Yeah,
Unified once again. All game long, they were just getting peppered. They were getting sprayed. But this was very crucial. Beowulf's position over here was so clutch. You're going to take down Sixless. Sixless was scouting the shack. Sixless was calling probably for a safe revive. Juicy comes, gets taken down. And then the off angle through the window. You would think you're safe in a shack. No, not with Beowulf's position.
Yeah, the problem was that the other side of the shack was guarded by the Revenants, so Spacestation really had only one place to go, and it was inside the shack, and even then, because he was on the high ground, he was on elevated positioning, he could fire through that window and tap some heads out if you were standing up. Unfortunately, Juicy didn't get ducked down in time. This was finding a snake in the grass, bopping it on the head. This was the final play. This is well done by Memo to reset and take the position behind the tree before going for the second spray as well. Just resetting himself a little bit, getting his bearings, because sometimes it can be hard to just completely spray transfer to that second man. You're giving yourself as much time in the open as possible, and that's when the good players will trade you out pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean, Tribe, you gotta love it. The chat going crazy right now after that win. I was speaking to Outsider today before the games and asking them what their strategy is. They said they focus heavily on placements when it comes to placements and positioning. So they really think about where they want to move. Say they get hard shifted, they all discuss, what they think is the best method, the best rotation. They take that, and I feel like that's what they did this game. They weren't ultra aggressive. They had a rock. They were in the circle. They stood back. They let the other players kind of take care of themselves, and they pulled up in the end with 4 members alive. Pretty executed and calculated play, in my opinion, and it goes to show 33 total points. Like you said, 4 out of 5 chicken dinners from games played.
Yeah, it's a very good conversion rate. If you're a Tribe Gaming fan, you're laughing at the moment. Euphoria, they're the big one though. They get 13 points in their first game of the day, 3 kills, so they're upping their tally from 9 to 12 now. That's fantastic for them. Team 9 also securing themselves some points. Omen Elite on the board. Revenants, I wouldn't say return to form, but
at least they're up here. At least they're up here, yeah.
Latinos Unidos as well, whereas a team that needed points and they're getting them. It's good to see them winning a fight early on in the game too. Often they're unfortunately finding themselves in those early fights and losing out 3 or 4 players.
I'm getting worried about Infinex though. I mean, they got 2 kills, 5 placement points, 7 total points coming in today. We'll have to see what the overall looks like after this, but coming into today, 13th place. So with these performances, with them not able to secure the kills, they're slowly sliding down, in my opinion, on that overall leaderboard. So they're going to need to be careful because today is their last day playing as well, and that's a squad that did a phenomenal job in the group stages that I would like to see move forward. And here's the bottom half wildcard. Tempo Storm not coming in too hot for their first game back off the break. Simplicity, the Unnamed, Spacestation. Some surprising names down here at the bottom. Yeah,
some big boys. Tempo and Spacestation highlight the big boys. The Unnamed as well. Getting the 2 kills really boosted their points because they only got 3, so 66% of your points coming in kills isn't usually what you want. I think first game back for Tempo, it's not bad. They did find themselves in a decent position, and then the circle just hard shifted away from them essentially. So this is the overall. Tribe already on the move. They could be taking over Team Totality today if they keep up the good form. 4 chicken dinners, so every member of the team gets 1 now. Spacestation moved down because of Tribe's great performance, as well as 8DP Golden Pittsburgh. They won't be playing today. Ignite will be, but they didn't manage to trouble the scorers too much. Still, with 9 games played, being in the top 8, you're very happy if you're Ignite.
Yeah, you're happy. I mean, you're going to have more games to play, like you say. And, all you got to do is try not to get the bottom 8 here. As we continue to move down, here's the mid-pack. Omen Elite, they will be moving up. They have no Chickeneers. They are currently sitting at 101 when it comes to the points. Method, they're not playing today. They got 100 points. Team 9, they are playing today with that one Chickeneer. Here's Tempo Storm, Infinex, Wildcard. So if we were to end it right now,
these teams are safe.
These teams are safe, yeah. So
they're all happy.
Blood and Loyalty, they're not here today. They're right there on the cusp. I mean, 73 points. So definitely going to be sweating bullets when it comes to their final 4 matches. But Simplicity, moving up. I mean, it's good to see. Today's the last day, like we keep talking about. B2W, Euphoria, Revenants down there. Latinos, United down there. 6 Angry Men. So these are the squads that really have that pressure on today. Squads that are trying their hardest to breach out of this bottom 8 pack.
So interesting to note, 6 Angry Men are actually in the lobby today. But they missed out on the first game. I'm not sure if they will join us for the second, but that hurts their chances a lot. Of course, they removed one of their games out of potential. This is the kill leader so far, and it's no surprise after seeing Tensor's day yesterday. He was absolutely just shattering everybody. 39 he's got. I reckon he could hit 50. The way he's been playing, he could hit 50. It's 11. It's not too far.
4 more games to go.
Yeah, 11 and 4. I think he could do it if he has a blinder again.
I mean, if they pop off, of course. And HH24, you know, the team member, they heavily depend on each other when it comes to fragging out. Raven is in today's matches, 29 kills. Sixless also in today's matches, 28. Then Beowulf racking up some more kills after that pretty sweet high ground position on top of that warehouse. 25 kills. So
this is
some big names.
Yeah, these are some of the names mentioned in that little power ranking that you brought up.
Yep.
You know, Tensor, Sixless, Beowulf.
Maybe I'll have to check it. Maybe they all are. If I had to.
I mean, I'd say that.
Yes.
They'd definitely be in my top 10.
Yeah.
Or maybe players like Nico as well could find his way. The IGL for Tempo Storm. He's been very impressive as well.
What a game. What a game, Smash. So, ladies and gentlemen, Bowtie Dave here. We got one more game to go. They keep spamming in the chat too, Bowtie Dave. They seem to like Bowtie Dave better than Pocket Square Dave. I don't know how I feel about it yet. It's new to me, right?
Okay.
But ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. We got 3 more games to go. Don't go nowhere. This is the PMCO.
PUBG Mobile Team Deathmatch. Anytime, anywhere. There is a better choice.
Dangerous. He saw the barrel. He saw the barrel.
This is it. Oh, the jump shot. The spray. It's a 3v1. It's a 3v1.
Yeah, Richie. I'm so sorry, fellas.
Oh yeah. Here come. Ooh, look at Fantasy's little rock perch up there. Gonna be taking out a lot. Be careful as the Unnamed have a nice little crossfire happening right there on the street. K-Bo gonna be popping up. K-Bo the worm in the dirt.
Infinex actually pushing onto this yellow, knocked down Simplicity very low. One player will be knocked down incomplete. So one player remaining for Simplicity. He's gonna have to clutch it out, but he won't be able to. Rojas finds the angle, clears them out. Gaming are laughing at the lobby though as they get another circle shift towards their way. This is going to be the fight though as now Deuce pulls around the corner. The AK spray is good. The second spray is good too. He's knocked them all out. Both of these
Some cover
teams,
for now.
both these teams had a pretty poor game 2
Oh boy.
XG and Cream, so neither of these teams are going to want to go
This
out
is about to
early.
be so rough for Brazilian killers. IN. Are they
IN
actually giving it up? The
They might
timing,
think-
they might just be leaving here. This may well turn out in Brazilian killers' favor. They're about to start coming across.
And then it's all over for you. Jonathan so far has been very bloody strong. What are you playing at, mate? Okay, never mind.
Not the
Very
greatest.
weak. He went for the
Yeah, I quite like snowmobiles on this map. They feel very comfortable to drive, so that's good. Stick to the ground. Oh, my
talk
lord.
about comfortable to drive. Tempo trying to go for that 360 barrel roll.
She's alright.
5 points because they did stick the landing.
Yasha up the stairs, does find the knock, refrag from Unique's teammates. Kitsune looking directly through the window, a really strong play here.
2 downs, very low HP, and he goes. Doesn't get the knock. Hang
Actually
on a
gets
minute.
him. How's he survived through that?
Unique, they're really on the ropes now, but finally.
Spraying down on actually.
And
they're going for it. Is this going to be execution? Yes, Iraqi Elite is
Oh,
going
he
for
gets
it.
hit in a car. Quiet falls.
Rivalry could go ahead there at the end of the game if it continues on. S7 at the moment, 4 kills in the bag. Oh, you're sliding. Ooh. All right. He made it into the water eventually.
Yep, nope, we're fine. Nope, they're still falling in. All right, well.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ready to get hot and sweaty, steamy on Sanhok. The players are loading up into the lobby. But before we get that underway, Ben?
Yeah, if you've missed any of the action so far, including Sanhok action, it's hot, it's heavy, it's fast. You got to get onto the mobile esports channel, the PUBG mobile esports channel on the YouTube. 960k subscribers. Get in there, get to 1 mil before globals, so we can get some bragging rights at least.
That we were the ones in charge of getting that 1 mil.
And I've heard
we've been pushing it every single day.
1 million's good, but I've heard there's over 50 million mobile PUBG players. That's a lot of players. I'm from a country, not that many people in that country. Get on, add yourself to that list of the 50 million players. Google Play Store, iOS App Store, get involved. It's completely free, and that's why there's so many players and so many stars emerging as well, especially in this tournament.
You like to see it. I mean, there's an easy, really clear pathway on how these players can become pros, you know, and we're in the middle. We're getting down and dirty right now. We're heading into the semifinals, or we are in the semifinals, and they started back then, just like you and I, picking up our phones, playing the game, getting good, clicking heads.
Grinding it out, clicking some heads.
Clicking some heads. So
using that big brain to rotate into circles.
This could be you. So we got 3 more games to go. Sanhok Tribe Gaming winning 4 out of their last 5 games played here. That has to be the story of the century. If they win 3 games today, I'm just going to hand them the trophy.
I'll do a shoey.
Because they won 3 games last time they played.
I'll straight up do a shoey if they win 3 games today. If they make it 4 from 6, or not 6 from 8, then
starting today they were in 7th place, but that's because they didn't play, right? So the other teams. But before yesterday, they were like in 3rd place because of those chickeneers. So I think they were definitely coming back to regain that spot. If there was a squad that could kind of contest for that Tempo Storm position, I would have to say it's Tribe. I'm fearing the Tribe. Tempo Storm, or not Tempo Storm, Team Totality, they're fearing the Tribe right now.
I think they would be fearing the Tribe. Of course, we do reset the points going into our next phase. So once we whittle down to 16 teams, we reset the points. But it's always good to have momentum and form going into
put the fear.
Exactly. I mean,
the squads.
Suddenly their drop zones become less contested. Things become a little bit easier for them. The game changes, the meta changes as the tournament progresses. We often see that in these longer form tournaments. As the tournament moves forward, the meta kind of shifts and creates a new meta within itself. And we've seen that in some other regions as well, where there's straight up towns that people don't want to go to because there's a team there that is quite hot and
hot.
Oh yeah, quite hot. I guess.
Fire emojis, fire emojis, fire emojis.
Lots of fire emojis on this map.
Let's head on over for the second map of the PMCO. Today, Sanhok. Let's see where the captain will be guiding us in our journey. Looks like we're going straight across. We're going to be going over Quarry, ending on Camp Bravo. Squads are going to be hopping out the cargo hold door right now.
Yep.
Chat is popping off. Who tied Mustache Dave's tie? I don't know. Find out. I'll tell you after game number 4.
After game 4, we'll reveal it.
I'll expose.
Shout out to Kira from Kareem for painting the plane, by the way. Always like to see the players putting some sprays up for us.
Spray and pray, baby. So back to that list. Let's get your thoughts. 9th place, HH24.
Okay, that's...
They're in 2nd place right now.
All right.
This is the list.
This is the list?
1
okay.
through 10.
I'm looking.
Ali Card down there in 10th. Nico in 8th. Jagger in 7th. That's your boy.
That's my boy.
Yeah, C Gut from Tribe in
He's very good.
6th. Zute 5th. Uneven 4th. Beowulf 3rd. Wi-Fi 2nd. And then 6th.
Okay. That's an interesting little list there, right? Because they got 2 Omen players in there. Obviously, they are very talented.
You're saying whoever made the list is an Omen fanboy?
Oh,
is that what you just said?
No, but
why are you winking at me right now?
There's a few names from there that I wouldn't. No, I would have them there, but I just wouldn't expect
in that order. I mean, it's a debate, right? It's up for debate. It's just to get the community to voice their opinion.
It's completely. I mean, there's a few players a little bit hard done by there for being left off that list, I reckon.
But I'm surprised with HH24 in 9th. That's what I was trying to say. Because they're second right now in the lobby when it comes to kills.
And they've been consistent, because in the group stages, they were also very consistent.
They were also kill leader, right? Yeah.
And then you look at the statistics coming out of the PMCO so far, and players like Tensor have been absolutely dominating. So you have to hope that some of these players like Wi-Fi, Zute start to stand up a bit. So they can.
I mean, we talked about why.
Wi-Fi is.
Yeah, we talked about Wi-Fi and like the mindset, how they've been testing the water. Yeah. So you can't really hold it against them when it comes to.
We also have seen Wi-Fi be a very big brain player with that bait that he did on Vikendi last time we saw them.
Oh yeah,
he was dancing around. Like, he's obviously a very special.
We don't normally see those baits either. Like that was unusual for us to spectate. And we're looking at it right now as they are going to be getting some sweet loot, uncontested, right smack in the middle. We do have circle number 1 up. It's going to be in the east.
Yep. It's an Eastern Circle. Omen chilling out in the Booty Sea. One of my favorite places to be is the Booty Sea because
It's
so
a
much
good
loot.
place. Yeah, it's a good place.
So much loot.
You Aussies love the Booty Sea down there, huh?
Yep.
So,
Certainly do.
talking about other places, High 10 up here as the Unnamed will be looting. They're not too far from circle number 1. Not a lot of squads are actually far. Simplicity
Yeah.
probably the furthest, maybe even Tribe all the way down there in the south. Here's the runes. Yesterday I was harping about it all day long. If I had my one circle, circle 8, circle 9, it would be the runes. And it seems like Ignite are wishing the same thing right now.
Yeah, they certainly are. Ignite have been a team for me in the semifinals that haven't overperformed, but they've maybe they have overperformed, but they've been performing very, very well.
Overperformed.
They might have been, but I mean, look at some of the teams that are below them with the same amount of games played, and you're like, hang on. These teams are really star-studded rosters, yet Ignite find themselves in the top 8 with very little games played. And they've been consistently very good. So they're, at the moment, one of the teams that I'd look and say, you guys have been doing an absolutely fantastic job, keep it up. Same with Team 9, I guess. You'd put them in that category too. Is coming into this tournament, you wouldn't have expected the most out of them, but they have performed when it's mattered.
I agree.
And sometimes they're the teams that you don't really do your homework on. As we do see Illusions take a lot of damage from Euphoria, so they're coming out swinging already today. 3 kills in the previous game, which was a marked improvement from where they had started.
Yep. So while we got Illusions up here, right?
Yep.
You know me. You know what I'm going with. You know what I'm going with. I was talking to Illusions today. Illusions, kind of the last remaining member when it comes to the old roster on Wildcard. So Wildcard right now playing with a group of new fellas when it comes to working together, but veterans within the PUBG mobile community.
Okay.
Illusions mentioned that compared to their old team, this new squad, super aggressive, right? So Illusions has been trying to keep up with that aggression from the squad, trying to adapt with it. And one thing to note is that Illusions did mention that team communication is on point.
Okay, that's good. Always good.
There's no hesitation. So Alucard is the IGL, so whatever Alucard says is what they do here. As we see Illusions going to be pinned down over here in Quarry.
Yeah, just the iron sights at the moment, so it's not the biggest threat. Of course, it can be quite difficult, but MVP is trading fire across the Quarry, saving his homie out. MVP and Alucard, very aggressive.
Yeah, and one more thing.
Okay.
Illusions, the game plan today, this is word for word, we're going to try to get rid of that wild choke.
Okay.
Because people were spamming wild choke in the chat, so they're trying to get rid of it. They're trying to prove themselves here as we see 3 members alive. Illusions is going to be pinned down. The team members on the high ground overlooking this. Euphoria Gaming trying to take them out, trying to get rid of that stigma around them. And I like that. It's a positive mindset. They're coming into the games. They got something to prove. Now it's time to do that.
Yeah, they're coming out in front of it too, recognizing that it is a thing, a problem, or it is something that the community's picked up on, and they're trying to get out in front of it and tackle it, which is often the way to do it. Illusions has taken so much damage here, by the way. His level 3 vest started full. Now it's looking quite battered and tattered. It's no longer the Gucci vest. It's
Gucci.
Straight out of Target, straight out of Walmart. So unfortunately for Illusions, he'll have to probably find himself a new one eventually. But Euphoria did well there to not over-peak and get traded out, as the lesser experienced squads can quite fall into that trap quite easily. MVP and Alucard managed to bail their boy out, and they'll continue on their merry way. They are in the circle as well, pretty central, so they're not going to be too stressed.
What's Team 9 doing? They're just swimming on the coast right here, trying to big praying it around Latinos United. It looks like they will be safely coming up onto these salt mines over here.
We never see any fish in the water, actually.
It's contaminated.
Yep. Well, the Revenants, they've lost 2 on a rotation. Espinoza has been knocked out, not finished off just yet. Peralta actually gets dropped as well, so this could be 3 from the side of the Revenants going down very, very quickly, in fact. Latinos Unidos have come out swinging. We saw them get lots of kills early on last game. Yeah, but they weren't able to convert it into a good finish. It looks like they're on the board again. So maybe a change of plan from them, getting very aggressive.
Yeah, I do like they are definitely getting more aggressive when compared to the last 12 games, because coming into today's matches, they only had 10 kills. 10 kills. And I believe last game they had 3. Right now, I think they're sitting on 3 as well. So we keep talking about these teams at the bottom. Whatever they were doing in the past, they got to change it up. And in this case, as Latinos United, I feel like they are. They're definitely changing it up here. They're being more aggressive. They're putting themselves in these situations where they can take the engagement to not be third party. So we'll have to see what ends up happening with the squad, but I'm looking forward to it. 2 kills. Okay, they got 2 kills. But I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I feel like it's a fresh breath of air coming into today. I mean, it's their last day, so definitely the time that's needed to have that good mindset. So we'll see what they could come about with it.
Unfortunately,
they lost Chacho.
Yeah, unfortunately they rotated straight into the sight lines of Tempo. They only lose 1 player, but it still is quite painful. I'm not sure if Espino... Okay, he has just bled out now, so it is just going to be Tanker left for the Revenants. He'll be tanking as many ranked points as he can get now because he'll just be hiding in a shack. So Tempo...
What, there's only 1 left for Revenants?
Yeah, it is. It's only Tanker alive. Latinos and Unidos managed to knock down 3 of them.
Oh, man. And Tanker's being hunted down by Team 9 as well.
Yeah, I don't think Team 9 knows he's there. They're
chasing him. They're chasing him. They're right behind Tanker. Tanker's on the coast running like he's on Baywatch out there.
Get out of there, little tanky.
Slow motion camera. Yep, all following. Tempo Storm.
Don't think he'd be Pamela, though. He's more of a Hoff.
Definitely a Hoff.
Definitely a Hoff.
That's the only one you should be. Hoff it all day, baby.
Oh, yeah, if I had to choose one, I'd definitely be the Hoff.
I still got pictures of Hoff on my wall.
Yeah, well, there's pretty much goals.
Oh, here we go.
There he is, hiding
Tanker.
out. That's not a Hasselhoff move, though. Hasselhoff would be up there. Guns blazing.
Yeah, the thing is, like, yes, you're safe. The next circle isn't going to favor you. Hopefully.
For his sake, yeah.
Hopefully, but there's just a smidge of water out there. We'll have to see. One can guess, you know, the odds are definitely with them. There's Manta trying to lean peek through this little window, trying to take some shots over here onto Tempo.
Giving it some.
3 kills. Yeah, this is a squad. Okay, so now they got 3. Cool.
Ooh.
Taking some peek shots out here. Yep. Poking them. Poking the bear.
I think I might have more chance of landing on the moon than he has of hitting these shots at the moment.
I disagree. I feel like he can hit his shots a little faster than you can land
well,
on
at the moment, the angle he's shooting.
Do you even have a connection to get on?
I mean,
do you speak to Elon Musk? Like,
it's not even the Musk. It's Richard Branson and his Virgin space stuff that he's got going on.
I thought he just flies into orbit. Does he fly to the moon now?
He's trying to get commercial flights to the moon.
I definitely see that happening.
Like
oh, 100%.
Yeah, he was going to charge some crazy amount of money, millions of dollars for a ticket.
So we'll probably be on the first flight. We're mobile guys.
Well, yeah, we are mobile guys. And yeah, I did get the Ferrari fixed. And that was a bit... I had to convert it, right, to right-hand drive, which was the expensive bit.
So it dented
the bank account a little bit. But I think next year, after
this, you'll be good.
After this, I'll be
good. Should be good. So talking about teams that are looking to be better than they were from the previous game. Cream. Get the money. Where are they at? Right here. They're going to be, okay, they're pretty center. They are super close to...
Hold on, poor Tanker.
Yeah, see... Oh, okay, Tanker. Oh, Team 9, though. They pulled off that one, so maybe they didn't know Tanker was there. So Tanker should be able to continue to survive down there on the coast as we see Beowulf with the helmet this game in the VSS.
Congratulations. You found yourself a silly hat. It is a level 2 silly hat. So we'll be protecting him against most things.
I mean, imagine if Beowulf... I mean, I know they got taken out in rotation last game, but like you said, a string level 1, not Gucci, no helmet.
He had the paper vest on.
Imagine if Beowulf was able to survive on that crash onto Omen Elite. That would have allowed 3 members from Cloud9
Imagine if he had
in that situation. So it would have been a 3v4 on the tribe.
That would be good. Imagine if he had gear as well. Imagine if he found something to use.
They were taking out so many enemies, but just not able to loot them.
That's it. Beowulf unfortunately found himself in a really rough spot, which is often the way when you get those good positions. You try and get on those good positions as early as possible, and sometimes you sacrifice loot for that. He managed to get a lot of knocks and a lot of damage. I would have loved to have seen his damage stat from that game because it felt like him and Pyra, I think, they were just knocking players out left, right, and center, but not being able to confirm the kills because the players would just scurry away behind a rock and then all of a sudden third party steals the kill. Very frustrating to play if you're a sharpshooter like I am and get lots of knocks.
Exactly.
It can be quite
I see you raging a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Slamming your desk.
I am a bit of a desk slammer.
You go to Malaysia on a LAN, you slam your desk, you're going to get fined. So you got to watch out. You got to train yourself not to slam your desk.
I'll just...
I mean, I know you can obviously...
I'll just bench the phone, I guess, for that.
Getting fined is like pocket change for you.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about the money.
Tempo Storm, looks like they pulling up onto Wildcard. Wildcard, they are aware of this. Alicard out there behind the rocks, member of the IGL for the team. They only have 3. I don't know if Illusions is
Oh,
alive.
it's
Yeah,
a-
Illusions is
Oh,
alive.
I thought
so
that nade would do more damage than that.
look at Rain up there on the off angle. Should be looking down here.
They know he's behind this rock too. The nade comes out. It is going to be a knock. So Nico, the first one was a little bit overcooked, but the second one right on the money.
They knew it. They knew it.
He knew it. And Nico's going to start pushing around, looking for an angle, looking to find the other players from Wildcard to go help Alucard, but
Oh, they
there
threw
is
a
no
molly
way.
down there too.
yeah, there's absolutely no way MVP or Illusions are going to push to try and get the boy.
oh.
Oh, he's actually
Got
gone.
some smokes from the squad members.
Yeah, Nico found the spray and the angle though, so cleaned him up.
Yeah, our calendar doesn't have our picture on it today.
Yeah, it doesn't. Oh, well, that's not a very exciting
They flipped
calendar.
the page. So I did like that Wildcard. They used some smokes there to try to allow the revive to happen. It was a very smart play.
You can see the second one come out. So that was the idea, was to get the smoke wall up essentially.
Yeah,
to
to
get
get
him
him to
there.
cover.
Yeah, but
I mean
didn't quite work out.
that's good team comps
Yeah, it is.
for them to pull that off. Unfortunate that they were
Oh,
spotted
no.
in the transition, but Infinex, we see them in the kill feed.
MVP's been found, so that's
Up,
only
up.
one player alive now for Wildcard.
MK14,
Good on this map.
8-time scope.
Yeah, it's very, very handy on this map. The
It's going to
distance.
juicy.
It is still early on in the circles too, so there is squads pretty spread out. I would expect Sixless to pick that up actually. Oh, I suppose.
He's a VSS gun,
Yeah, but I'm not sure if he does
not
have
the
one at the moment.
MK14 gun.
Maybe Rolly as well. Young Rolex.
Young
be a-
Rolex. Mixtape coming soon. After
buy
they
it.
make it to finals.
Yeah, if he makes it to finals, I'd buy his tape.
Next circle is going to pop here in just a moment. Tanker is still alive, just in case you wanted that Tanker update from the Revenants.
Yeah, it looks like both Wildcard and Revenants have only one player remaining. So down to 53, 15 teams alive at the 14-minute mark. You'd expect next circle to kick off with action. There's the calendar with the girl on it.
There's like 10 people in the chat saying how they tied my tie. You have to find out
You know
after
who
game 4.
I know who the architect behind that is.
You know who it
They're
is.
sitting backstage, and you might have to have a word with them. Because
Next circle pops, though, Ben. Next circle pops.
it's a hard shift. It's the quarry shift as well. We've seen a quarry finish before, and it got messy very quickly as the last player from Wildcard is scared out of his wits by the sounds of Tempo Storm approaching. Cloud9 find themselves on a high ground. They're going to have to rotate in, but they could be gatekeeping a few teams, just like last game.
Yep.
In fact, as Tempo are on the hunt for this last player, Illusions, he's going to run straight past him. He does find him with the spray of the Uzi, but he doesn't actually finish him off quickly enough. Is he going to go for the thirst? He does. He gets the thirst down. So Rain out of the game. Illusions does get traded out, but that is rather annoying for Tempo Storm, who would have been hoping to get through clean, scot-free, but they do lose one in that engagement. Rain goes
Unfortunate.
down, but Wildcard eliminated in 15th position.
Here's
Ooh.
C9. They're actually,
Snakes.
looks like they're pulling off of the Unnamed out here. They're going to be shifting over there to the east. After that, after hearing all that, they're going to be pulling off. They want 4 members alive here. They want to survive the late game. Last game, you know, they took the fight. They gate kept. They got a couple kills. They were pretty successful, but they kind of got screwed because they spent so much time out there trying to rack up those kills. So I feel like this time they're trying to be a little more proactive when it comes to circles, which is pretty smart because you never know who might be near you on Sanhok because of the close range of everybody. Tribe Gaming, they are going to be center up there with Corey. Spacestation Gaming will be find themselves next to Infinex as well, Omen Elite. So got a lot of teams. Yep, here we are right here.
Yeah,
so.
we see no one brave enough to enter the quarry because you don't really
Just a
exit
death
it.
trap.
Yeah,
it's
you
just
don't
a
really
death
exit
trap right
it.
now.
Euphoria and Team 9 sizing each other up at the moment. Actually, KBO might have seen one of the players there, but now he's actually got a really rough position because there's players everywhere. But Felix actually gets knocked in the meantime, so a little bit of a save. That's a big nade coming out there. It knocked 3 of those players very low, very quickly. Euphoria are in a bit of struggle as a third party comes in. That's Latinos Unidos getting involved. This is 3 of our teams that need points fighting off against each other already. Euphoria look like they wore the worst of the engagement. Latinos Unidos don't have the angles to punish Team 9 either at the moment. Mitz is behind a rock.
Bleeding out.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's too happy with himself right now, but
KBO is getting the revive, so the revive did come out. Good for
Yep.
them. Ooh, XDDDD.
I don't think Mitz is recoverable at all because Latinos Unidos are in the area. There he goes down 2-9 actually. So
2 members alive here. They're pinched between
That's
Tempo.
rough.
Yeah, I think they just want to survive here. I mean, even the 2 members from Euphoria are kind of spread out right now. They're just going to be snaking it in the grass, trying to not be spotted as they both creep and crawl their way to some type of cover, some type of safety out here in the woods. Team 9 looks like they are going to be currently occupying the Shacks that they took up. Hey, Tanker from the beach.
Yeah,
David Hasselhoff still running out there working on those six-pack abs.
He's running against the blue. Yeah, I think he might make it in.
I think so. I don't think. But they're walking into Team 9 and the Unnamed. So everyone's just trying to run.
I don't know if Rand will bother to check behind him, though, because he should assume that it's actually just clear.
Especially after how long there's been no action by him, yeah.
He might be more worried about what's in front. You see him hit the deck.
And C9 is in front. So they're going to be occupied here big time.
He's actually got the M249 on Rand as well, so he might get the good spray down here on Beowulf. It was unexpected, but he does get tagged down, Rand. He's going for the second spray too. He does find the second, and now Raven has knocked one from C9 as well.
Spotted!
He's, Team 9 have actually got the backstab on this as well, so 2 down. Rand's in the dirt for good.
Luca's
Team 9
in the blue.
He is in the blue. He's hanging out, but C9 are the worst for wear at the moment.
Look at
They're
Uneven.
all stacked up. Uneven's way away from his
spread.
squad.
Yeah, it's going to be a
Super
clean
squared.
1v1 with Lucas right here.
Yeah, and I think Lucas might have the advantages. Uneven's actually on his hands and knees begging. Nobody comes around the corner, but it looks like Lucas has got the idea that he's there. Cloud9 are all of a sudden in an awful position. Cloud9 are down, and they're done. Raven with a big grenade.
With the grenade.
From downtown has finished off Cloud9 and put him in the books for the game. That's Sanhok done. Take a break, take a nap.
They were getting, what were they doing?
So
regrouping, getting revived?
They were getting 2 revives out, and the nade comes through. Raven.
I feel like Cloud9 had the advantage coming into that. But then we saw the snakes in the grass, I guess, and then it opened up from the nade.
It can be quite difficult.
They were caught off guard.
Oh, that's a nice shot from Russell. Manages to pick up Rolex with that M4 spray at a very long distance. Yeah, Cloud9 caught unawares there. They were aware of
caught
Team
off
9.
guard for sure.
Yeah, they were aware of Team 9 and were positioning for Team 9, but
just not quick enough.
So they went to Spacestation Gaming. Now they're taking a lot of heat. That could be 3 players down on their side as Juicy, Rolex, and Sixless are all knocked out. There is 1 player alive for the side of Spacestation Gaming, and he's got a lot of work to do to pick all his friends up. He can't get Rolex. Infinex claim the kill, and now the push comes out. Simplicity, a team that needed points.
Trying to confirm these right here.
They're
Russell
desperate to confirm any points they can.
Before Infinex gets them.
And he gets it too. Doc
Yep, 2.
has finished him off. So Space Station out as well. So we saw Space Station drop down early last game too. They only got 1 point, and could be the same story for this one.
Well, remember, Sixless yesterday was eating those tacos. Don't know if Sixless is eating the tacos today. That might be the play coming into the last 2 games. They also kind of got shifted on when it comes to Circle because they were right on top of that, the quarry, right? The lettering. So they were favored in the last Circle, but forced to push into it as we do go a little more east over here. After the Unnamed taking that C9 fight, they're looking pretty fine over there, all to themselves. They have a good little buffer. Tempo Storm are going to be favored in some compounds. Tribe actually going to be in the quarry. So we're going to have some interesting fights right here. 2-2 split from Tribe. Yep, they're taking up the quarry. We said it's a death trap, but we'll see if they can make it out alive without being spotted.
Backing themselves in as Wi-Fi starts to turn on for the day. The signal is strong. Ignite are caught out in the blue here. Tanker is actually hiding out, playing very cautiously. As we are on board with Russell, who's taking aim at the guys from Infinex, and he manages to really put Chris in the ground.
Look at next circle.
So
we had a yoink to the east. Now it's a yoink to the west. It's going all over the place. It's right on top of quarry.
This is
the different levels of elevation are going to be exciting. I mean, right, there's just a death pit right down in the middle.
There is a death pit.
No cover if you're on the high ground looking down into it. Tribe, they're actually in the southern half of quarry, right on the tip of the new circle. So this is going to be a messy ending here on Sanhok.
Yeah, I think Tribe got the best position at the moment. Tanker did go down eventually, so
F's in the chat. F's in the chat.
F's in the chat for Tanker.
David Hasselhoff. F's in the chat.
The Hoff is gone.
Oh, here's your calendar we're looking for.
Yep.
Rojas definitely admiring it. Yeah, having people.
Oh, this is the Ignite, guys. They could spam in from the blue and really ruin Team 9's day. They get turned on pretty quick, and that's them done. Although the blue is at the back, pressuring Team 9, and the gunshots have been heard, so they have the attention of the whole server now.
Yep.
Essentially free kills just walking in.
Who's pulling up behind Tribe? Is that? Oh, Latinos United pulling up behind Tribe there.
There's only 2 of them, so
I think Tribe might have spotted them, but we are going to have this standoff by Simplicity. Going to be taking some shots with Infinex. Infinex still 4 alive right here. Omen,
bad
4
position.
alive. Try 4 alive. Cream, 2
Ooh,
alive.
big
So we got the
grenade.
little kill count. Yeah, this is what we were just talking about just a second ago. Tribe super aware of their surroundings here. Not going to be getting caught off guard by squads pushing in from the blue. You like to see it. You like to see
You
it.
love to see it. You don't get 4 chicken dinners out of 5 games by being unawares. They are very, very alert.
Titan's
of the
still out there
surroundings.
bleeding.
Yeah, the Team 9, they're struggling. They were just playing for as many points as they can get. I don't think he's going to even try and peek.
Oh,
The last of the Latinos Unidos player.
That could be.
That is Titan.
I might have denied myself. I might have denied myself there. I mean, that's another point going over
Yeah,
to
it is.
Tribe. I mean, I guess try. I guess, you know.
Actually, the Playzone claimed him. So the last
Oh, it did?
Yeah, so got pretty lucky there. Team
Okay,
Unnamed
lucky
might have
there.
actually just got wiped out completely by Omen as we're down to the final 6 squads. Team 9 still have a player out there, and they were just before we had 11 squads. Now we're down to the final 6. So Team 9 have managed to tank themselves into some beautiful placement points.
Yeah.
Fortunately enough for them. I wonder if they pulled their meds before they went for that.
Who had the nun outfit on? Was it someone from Tribe? Because they just got the next circle.
It was actually someone from 9, I believe.
Okay.
That's a beautiful shot from Memo with
Oh!
the SKS from downtown. He manages to knock one, put one very close to being down. Zute on the leaderboard of the top 10.
Yep.
That won't help him when
Just a
you're
grenade
face
coming
down
out to
and
Goose.
dead too. Omen are now losing players pretty
Tempo,
rapidly.
Yeah, Tempo sending it
I
to
believe Wi-Fi might be their last alive.
into the quarry. So Tribe, they're gonna be trying to hold off the members right here from Simplicity. Only 3 alive. 1 was knocked right there. One went down to the play zone actually. Goose spraying and praying onto Infinex as they are gonna be pushing out of the compound. They should be safe in the new zone. Grenades are coming out. Need to throw a little more to the right here. Oh my goodness, look at this. We have 2 ends of the quarry in play, and then the street right in the middle.
Oh, will Wi-Fi race the blue? He's racing the blue to try and get in. Go, son!
Getting chunked.
Go, son!
Oh, there was. I don't see the name of the kill feed.
I think he's in. He's in.
Is in. Oh,
he
down to
goes
the zone.
down.
Down to the zone.
Oh, unlucky.
Lucifer peeking their head up like a groundhog on Groundhog Day will be spotted by one of the members from Infinex. Peek down, taken down, bleeding out. The squad's trying to throw out some type of smokes to recover over here. Tempo Storm going to be tossing some grenades, going to be chucking them, trying to get this splash damage, the frags out. They should be able to get the ride. Seagut is in a phenomenal position right here to snake their way to victory when it comes to taking down the Tempo Storm members.
Seagut also 5 kills he's racked up now. He got 6 last game, so he's having a big day at the office. He's
clocking in for work today.
Yeah, he's clocking in for work. I'd give him a pay rise. Look at him now. He's edging with the blue.
Yeah, I mean, Seagut has been playing PUBG Mobile since day 1, they were telling me. A.K.A. Jesus is their real name, so.
Jesus or Jesus?
Jesus depends where he's from, how you pronounce it.
He's Jesus at the moment because he's turning bullets into gold, essentially, instead of water into wine. But that is actually going to be Tribe taking out Tempo on that rotate. And Seagut might actually be able to be revived. The main fight is now the Simplicity versus the Infinex. That grenade was cooked a bit too hot.
Did it get a little bit of damage onto them, though? Maybe.
Might have done, but that nade onto Simple looks pretty decent. It actually just lands in
Russell.
front of the
Oh, Russell taking down Simple right there.
This is favoring Tribe a lot as these two squads fight on the rotates. You can see Memo pushing up, hearing these shots.
Okay, Goose is on the other side of the wall. Oh, Memo spotted Goose. Goose going to be spraying right there.
And all 4 members from Tribe are alive. This is dangerous times if you're anyone facing them because they are just rushing in now, knowing that players are going to be low from the blue, low from the nades, and that is Simplicity gone. The last players from Infinex stand up, but they will fall down as Tribe will claim the 2nd win in as many games. Fantastic work from the Tribe.
Good job. Here's the Tribe.
7
kills for Seagut. You said popping off. Lucifer 4, Outsider 0, Memo 2. Infinex, though, doing pretty good when it comes to positioning.
Yeah,
Got a couple kills in the books. Simplicity, a much-needed 3rd place. I mean, 4 kills. You'd like to see a little more because they are trying to fight their way to get as many points as possible because I believe they were right there on the cusp when it comes to qualifying. But 3rd place, you can't really complain. Here's Infinex early on. So Infinex, they've been hanging out of Quarry for pretty much the whole game.
Yeah, they pitched a tent and didn't really move. This was Tempo unfortunately losing one of the players to the last wildcard man, but it was all Tribe as they had the perfect rotates coming in from the south. They managed to time their aggression so well. Unfortunate for Tempo Storm, they had to cross the road to get into the zone, otherwise you would have favoured them to be in a decent position too. Cloud9, they went out.
What happened to Unnamed?
In a
You
flash.
said they got wiped out, I believe, by Omen?
I don't think it was on camera. I think Omen managed to
like
take them
off.
out pretty quickly, yeah. This was Tribe. This was the position coming in from the south. They knew nobody was at their back. And look at these shots raining from Memo. He was sharp despite not getting as many kills as Seagut, not being in the star player, but he was Seagut at the moment.
I really liked Seagut's angle right here. I mean,
Yeah,
the
it was very well
information from behind that barrier to see those 3 members pop up. Russell, I was getting worried with Russell. Russell had these off angle with the cover from Tribe, was able to take a couple shots down there onto Simplicity, or no, Infinex, so wasn't able to clutch it out though. Wasn't able to clutch it out.
Interestingly enough, that's the second game now we've seen Tribe win, obviously. But it's always been, in the last circle, Memo's had the off angle, and then the team's been pushing in.
Yeah.
And then Memo's been able to peek out and collect the kills to claim the game. So I wonder if that's a little strategy for Memo being that off angle
flanker.
player.
Yeah,
the
the flanker.
Yeah, so okay, something maybe to note there for other teams,
I mean,
knowing that
yeah, when
there could be an off
When you
angle
come in
there.
with 4 alive at the end, you could definitely afford to send a
Certainly.
member out there to be a little riskier, to risk it for the biscuit, and
Yep.
it's just working out phenomenal for them.
Yeah, it certainly is 33-point chicken dinner. That
Same
is
as last
phenomenal.
game,
Yep.
right? 33.
Great stuff.
I got
man.
rubbed my eyes. It's double.
It's a double-double.
It's double-double.
Infinex and Simplicity getting points they much needed. Tempo Storm continuing to be okay, but not brilliant. Omen, some consistency there now, getting through. Team 9, again, consistent. So I thought at the start of the day 30 points would be fantastic for them and would really seal the deal. So they're getting very close to that mark. The Unnamed, 9 points. Not rapid like they're usually at, but they've had a
Still
rough
up there.
little last few days. They've had a rough start to the back end of the semifinals. Latinos Unidos, though, getting 8 points is important for them as they were towards the bottom of the table to start the day. And I believe this is their last game of days today. Or
Yep, 2 more
day
to
of
go.
games.
2 more
Two
to
more to go.
So
Okay.
best of luck to them. We do see, like you mentioned, Omen with 4 kills there. I believe that was on the Unnamed. Cloud9. Ooh,
Yeah,
1
Cloud9 and
point over
Spacestation.
here. Very surprising. Spacestation, like you said, 1 point. Wildcard, 2 points. We saw Wildcard very early on. They were pinned down in Quarry, kind of near the end circle. Imagine if they could have just survived the whole time, camped it out. I feel like they pushed out of Quarry because they were getting pressured there in the beginning, but they have to be kind of kicking rocks right now, watching the end circle. Revenants, 2 kills, or 2 points, that is. One kill, 1 point.
That was Tanker running around in his
Trying to
Hasselhoff.
survive, yeah. I mean, 12th place, remember, if they would have went out in 10th, that would have been a couple more points, but unfortunate for them. They tried their best. They were Hasselhoff, Euphoria Gaming, 9th place as well. So things are starting to
Some of these teams
boil down when it comes to the bottom leaderboard.
Some of these teams are getting quite scared. You'd feel for some of them.
Is it possible is my question.
Some of them, yeah. Oh,
Like
maybe.
with 2 more games to go? We'll see when
Big
we
ones.
get down there. We'll see
We'll
when
see.
it gets down there.
This is the top of the board at the moment. Omen find themselves into 8th position, pushing Ignite down. Still have a bit of work to go, but you see some of these teams are finishing up their games. You see Unnamed, 14 games. Cloud9, 14 games. They'll be finished up after today, but Team Totality, they still have a few left. Tribe, they aren't ascending just yet, but they're very close to overtaking Cloud9.
Dude, they got the most chicken dinners
They
here.
got 5 chicken dinners out of 10 games played.
Out of 10 games, yeah. What can you even say about that? Is it the momentum from the Twitch chat spamming the emotes? What is it? What is Tribe doing that is so different compared to the teams that makes them so consistent with winning these chicken dinners? I mean, that's the question all the other teams should be asking themselves when they watch the VODs.
It certainly should be.
Yeah.
The thing that's impressing me the most about them is look at their placement points. 118, that's so heavily weighted. You look at Team Totality, right? You compare them, their kill points are higher, but their placement points on a ratio is lower. So
And they got
Tribe
more
are consistently placing very high and finishing off these games all the time. That's crazy. 50% chicken dinner rate. I'll take that.
But it goes to show that maybe if they want to be the best of the best, they need to concentrate a little more on killing them.
Yeah, I mean, they could overtake Team Totality here today if they keep up the momentum, obviously.
Yeah.
But if they have 1 or 2 bad games, then obviously they're not going to be able to do
hurt
it.
them. Yeah.
And that's where the kill points will come into play for Team Totality.
Here we go. 9th through 16th. Simplicity. They are playing today. This is going to be their last game. They got 2 more games to go. 86 points. So they're going to be right there on the cusp is what I'm looking at here. Yeah, they're going to need a pretty decent next 2 games to. I feel like they want like 100 points. 100 points, you'll feel a little more confident.
A little more confident. We have been saying 115 is about the mark.
But at this point, with 2 games left, like 100
if they were at 100 now, they'd be happy, but
Happier at least, right? Yeah, so here are the bottom. We see Blood and Loyalty not playing today.
No.
So they got bumped down just a little bit. Euphoria, Revenants, they are playing today. They're still going to have games to go.
So really the ones to pay attention to are Latinos, Unidos, and 6 Angry Men. 6 Angry Men, of course, haven't shown up today.
They overslept maybe.
Yeah, missed their alarm clocks. So those are the two teams in
Someone wake them up.
dire danger, really.
Yeah, yeah.
Because 2 games left, Latinos and Unidos have a lot of work to put in to get themselves out of the bottom of the board. And if they finish their 16 games today and they're on this board, then that's it for them. There's no possible way they can climb up.
All you can do is try your best.
That's exactly right.
That's all you can do. I mean, you made it to this stage in the game. You proved yourself that you can get out of the groups, out of the opens before this. So my question to them, I know I'm asking a lot of questions right now, not only who tied my bow tie, but what do you do? Like, do you just hot drop? Do you try to frag out? Do you try to go for those kills or replacements if you're that squad? But here's the kill leaders. Let us know in the chat what you think. What do you think they should do?
How would you change it
How
up?
would you change it up? I mean, 2 more games to go. Beowulf not going to be racking up any kills this game. Sixless, I think maybe getting 1? Was it?
He might have, I don't know if he troubled the scorers this game, but
Raven,
he's
moving up. Moving up one above HH24.
Yeah, HH24 might be a little bit upset about that, but he'll have his opportunity tomorrow to take over that second place. Raven, he could take first place today. He's always had big Erangel games, but the first one today wasn't that big.
Yeah.
So if you can have a big back end, maybe you can overtake Tensor for now, but you'd imagine Tensor finishes at the top of the pops just because of the absolute stunning form he's in at the moment.
Yeah, and they still have a day to go. So,
certainly do.
Bowtie Dave checking out. We got 2 more games to go. Don't go nowhere. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back with PMCO.
Dangerous. He saw the barrel.
Okay,
He saw the barrel.
This is it. Oh, the jump shot. The spray. It's a 3v1. It's a 3v1.
Yeah, Richie.
I'm so sorry, fellas.
Oh yeah. Here come. Ooh, look at Fantasy's little rock perch up there. Gonna be taken out on lines. Be careful as the Unnamed have a nice little crossfire happening right there on the street. K-Bo gonna be popping up. K-Bo the worm in the dirt.
Infinex actually pushing onto this yellow, have knocked down Simplicity very low. One player will be knocked down incomplete. So one player remaining for Simplicity. He's going to have to clutch it out, but he won't be able to. Rojas finds the angle, clears them out. Gaming are laughing at the lobby though as they get another circle shift towards their way. This is going to be the fight though. Now Goose pulls around the corner. The AK spray is good. The second spray is good too. He's knocked them all out. Both these teams had a pretty for game 2.
Oh boy.
XG and Cream, so neither of these teams are going to want to go out
This is about
early.
to be so rough for Brazilian killers. IN. Are they
IN
actually giving it up? The
They might
timing,
think-
they might just be leaving here. This may well turn out in Brazilian killers' favor. They're about to start coming across.
And then it's all over for you. Jonathan so far has been very bloody strong. What are you playing at, mate? Okay, never mind.
Not the
Very
greatest.
weak. He went for the
Yeah, I quite like Sonoma builds on this map. They feel very comfortable to drive, so that's good. Stick to the ground. Oh, my
Oh, talk
lord.
about comfortable to drive. Tempo trying to go for that 360 barrel roll.
She's alright.
5 points because they did stick the landing.
Yasha up the stairs, does find the knock, refrag from Unique's teammates. Kitsune looking directly through the window, a really strong play here.
2 downs, very low HP, and he goes. Doesn't get the knock. Hang
Actually
on a
gets
minute.
him. How's he survived through that?
Unique, they're really on the ropes now, but finally.
Spraying down on actually.
Is there a met?
And they're going for it. Is this going to be execution? Yes, Iraqi Elite is
Oh,
going
he
for
gets
it.
hit by the
And
car. Quiet falls.
The rivalry could go ahead there at the end of the game if it continues on. S7 at the moment, 4 kills in the bag. Oh, you're sliding. Ooh. All right. He made it into the water eventually.
Yep, nope, we're fine. Nope, they're still falling in. All right, well.
Fear the tribe. Fear the tribe. Fear the tribe.
Okay, that's
Back-to-back chicken dinners. Are they going to be getting the three-peat once again here today? Seems like it's a tradition at this point. Bow Tie Dave joining with Smash Shouts, even though I'm the one doing all the shout-in. What's going on here, buddy? Two more games to go.
What's going on is that Shui is looking eventual because 2 out of 2 for the tribe, and if you missed either of them, you can catch them on the PMCO YouTube channel, which is PUBG Mobile Esports. There's playlists for all the regions. It's pretty easy to navigate too. 1 million subscribers coming up. Maybe I'll do a dance for 1 million subscribers. We never know what's going to happen.
I look like I belong on a cruise ship holding like a platter of shrimp.
Well, you can hand me a platter full of phones and I'll install the PUBG mobile game on them from the iOS store and the App Store, the Google Play Store. You can get it for free, download it for free, get the Daryl Dixon motorcycle that we can't get because we're not the best gamers.
You just gotta be a grinder. You just gotta be a grinder, all right? Stop running and stop rolling a ones and twos and getting into those conflict losing points over here. I'm down to 9 points. I was almost at 25, my max. I need 60 for the AKM skin. I'm just losing hope right now. Because you can only get like 4 gas cans a day.
It's not very many gas cans. There's teams that are losing hope. Latinos, Unidos, 6 Angry Men. They're all but gone into the win. 2 games left. They're gonna need a lot of points.
Don't say that.
I mean, Latinos, Unidos.
We're gonna keep fighting till the very end.
We certainly are. Hopefully,
We're not giving
Latinos,
up.
Unidos can find themselves some room.
Don't give up. See, someone once told me, never give up 5 minutes before the miracle.
That's true, actually.
Yeah.
That's not a bad quote. That
So
5 minutes before. I guess
in this case, never give up 2 games before the miracle.
Okay, well, they'll definitely need at least 1 miracle.
Don't give
maybe
up.
2.
2 games.
Okay, could happen.
For 6 Angry Men, maybe not.
6 Angry Men, would they'd have to show up to get the miracle. You need to be present.
Maybe that is the miracle.
Of them showing up. Could be in this space.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends. Tomato, pancakes, whatever you want. We got it here. We're serving it up.
Pancakes, pikelets? I guess they're pretty similar.
Pretty close. So, ladies and gentlemen, Vikendi, the snow map.
It is the snow map.
The snowmobile.
If that circle goes central,
castle.
I'm booting up Team Deathmatch on my phone because Vikendi can be a very coal mining map.
Yeah.
We've actually seen a few of those northern circles, like the really, really far north circles.
We've seen a lot.
3 of them?
3 of them. 3 out of what? How many Vikendi matches we had? Like
should have
5
9 or
6,
12.
5? Quick math. You're the accountant here. That's why we got you. You're the numbers guy.
How many maps we had? 24 group. And now we've had.
So while you're counting the numbers, let's talk about some other teams here that have kind of been surprising us. The Unnamed.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean.
Speaking to the manager on the break, you know.
Yep.
Connections, getting the, well, I can't get a jersey yet because they're looking for it. You know, they're looking out.
Yeah, okay.
They're trying to
designer.
perform their best here so that to get as many eyes on them as possible. I feel like they've been doing a good job. I mean, coming into today, they were in 2nd place. They're been shifting a little bit on leaderboards. They still got Raven up there, popping up, trying to take that 1st place position. But definitely a team that has been putting up a good fight when it comes to some of these big orgs in the lobby.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're a lesser known team, I guess, the Unnamed. They haven't got a sponsor as per se. So for them to be putting up such a big fight against these massive orgs, these absolute giants of esports, is really it's good for them.
Yeah.
And it's good performance. And maybe someone sneaks in there if they get to globals. Maybe someone signs it at the last minute.
Mustache Dave.
That wouldn't be a bad investment.
Hey,
that would not be a bad investment. That's a lot of exposure.
Hey, there you go. Talking about teams that are signed, like you said, Spacestation Gaming.
Yep.
We're seeing some videos from Sixless, right, on how they frag. I want to see like a vlog on how they live their life in the gamer house, like
some content,
like what happens behind the scenes. Let us know. I would love to see it. We're getting into the plane. Hopefully we got the defrosters on the plane. You know how they spray the defrost on the wing so it doesn't get stuck on the.
Last thing you want is your
wings getting stuck.
Yeah, especially if you kind of rely on them to steer.
I mean, our plane's just going straight.
Yeah, it's going straight.
We still have to get the lift.
The lift is important, but I feel like you do that on the tarmac. You defrost it pretty early on. It's pretty decent stuff. And you also use them to slow down as well. So when you're coming into land, you don't be landing too hot. You got to kill the engines, sure.
Well, we don't land here. We jump out the plane.
And then where does the plane go?
It just keeps flying.
It
gets refueled in the air.
Is possible. Fighter jets can do that, so it's actually really cool.
The thing is, how do the players get back into it, right? Like,
I
mean, what year are we in? Do they just like instantly teleport into the plane? No.
I don't think so. I think they parachute from a plane above onto
Into
the
another
wings
plane.
of the plane, and then they climb in that way.
That's some Tom Cruise moves right there. Ooh, circle.
Oh my.
Circle number 1.
Naughty.
Not the port play, you know, that we were talking about,
What
but
is Vikendi's problem?
you know, still a lot of water in play. If you know, you're the accountant, so I'll let you do the numbers, but I would say like 35.
Yeah, about 35.
37.5, 37.2, around there when it comes to the percentage of water.
Oh,
37.2.
no, you might be looking lower towards 35, 33. I mean, it is pretty.
33.3.
Yeah, I mean, recurring, of course, but that is a really rude circle.
yeah.
Why do you do this to me, Vikendi? Every game I cast you, there is rude circles, there is action popping off already, actually, as we hear
Ignite.
gunshots
Yeah,
running
I
out.
think
Yeah.
Ignite is fighting the Unnamed. We're actually talking about them all the way up there in the north. Space Station gaming so far from the first circle here.
Yeah, that's a real doozy.
That's a yikes.
I mean, they have options. They could do a boat rotation, which would be very safe,
They've
but
been investing.
you need lots of gas cans to get there.
A boat? You think? I mean, I
think
guess if you can loot the town
if you can loot the town, find a boat.
and like
Get
2
some-
or 3 gas cans.
Yeah, you could do it pretty. I
that
mean,
would
that's the
be some
safest.
next level.
That is the safest, right? Because you'd assume their rotation would either go straight south or along the coast that way, or through Dino Park area. And Dino Park area
Could be a death
has
trap.
lots of terrain to navigate the car as well as squad, so you don't want to be slowing down. As Illusions has taken a few shots early on.
You mentioned cars. It's kind of one of the things that we like to talk about here. And I have to say that since the group stages, when it comes to flipping vehicles and crashing vehicles, like I feel like we've seen a major improvement with
Yeah.
the lobbies.
That's probably the biggest thing that's improved, actually. It hasn't
We
been
don't-
the
we don't see it
grenades,
no
but
more.
no, teams have stopped. I mean, there was the first game of methods that I covered here in North America. They managed to kill themselves with cars because they ran into each other, then ran into
time
trees.
after time and time
yeah.
after time. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they were all stopped and they just got sprayed down and the car exploded. 4 of them died.
yeah, it's such a setback when you run over your own team member.
Yeah, it's really rough for them, but it has improved, and that's obviously fantastic to see because cars can be pretty important in PUBG, especially with the rotations on the bigger maps. This is obviously a medium-sized map; it's not the biggest size, so action will break out fast, and it is Carnage claiming the first knock. Oh, this is Latinos Unidos again finding themselves in a town
Chacho.
with another squad.
Get
As
tagged.
the confirm might have actually been there. Zute's found an alternate angle, and he's got knocked himself and confirmed.
But
So
Clue.
yeah, Clue's managed to fight
Where's
back.
9? Oh, 9's right behind him. So
This is a 3-man little squad fight here.
yeah, there's 3 squads getting down and dirty right here. Urban combat warfare right here. Carnage trying to get to the second floor to get an alternate angle. But yeah, losing a member this early on from both squads definitely going to set them back a little here.
Yeah, very surprising that Zute got traded this
Maybe
early on in the game.
overexpose
Yeah.
themselves.
But I mean, you have to feel for Latinos Unidos. They keep just dropping where players are. I don't
Not getting
know.
any luck.
You'd assume that they could see the parachutes coming out of the plane and just try and avoid them for the next game or two, because these hot drops or these accidental hot drops, they're just not working out for them at all. And they find themselves in the position that they are now where they're all very cautious. They don't want to move out of their compounds or houses now, so they're not going to get the amount of loot that they want. So that just sets them up for poor late games. Spray comes out. He's tagging out.
They got one.
He's found one at the
Manta.
end. Carnage using that
Uh,
jump tech to get out of the window a little bit quicker.
oh, Wi-Fi is trying to connect onto it as well.
Looks like that play will be finished off though, but
Tight
Latinos
end
Unidos ahead.
Chacho. What a rough last day for the squad. I mean, what caught me off guard was the Kameshki game one still. I mean,
Yeah, that was really...
2 teams Kameshki. Like,
They ended up getting the better of that
they
fight
did
too,
get
but
the better, but they lost a member.
yeah, it's still not good. And that just delays your looting and your
Yeah.
rotation so much getting in these early fights. Because these first 2 circles are really where you want to be getting the bulk of your loot, the bulk of your rotation planning down. And if you're stuck in a little firefight, for like a scrappy one, you're not getting that rotation down, and you're not getting the loot. So it just
Look at them
snowballs.
shoulders. Wi-Fi's been hitting the gym.
Yeah,
That's nice.
my man's jacked.
It's jacked. Yeah, they got some shoulder presses going on. We see Cloud9 in the distance. Team 9, they were able to pull off of that fight. They did get a nice little cheeky shot, like we mentioned. Able to
They've
get a
been-
kill early on.
They've been the big one for today. Today I brought them up a little bit. I was talking to one of their players, and
Cabo?
yeah, I think it was Cabo, and he was talking to me about how they only need about 30 points. I said to him, you only need about 30 points. You'll be right, mate. And he's like, yeah, the goal is just to qualify, like many of these teams are, and then give it their all in that top 10 or the last 10 games. And
another unsigned team, right?
Yeah. The first game was good. The second game was good. Oh no, this could be Simplicity pulling up on Cloud9. This is not a team you want to pull up on. Russell, get out of there! He's actually been knocked out of the driver's seat. Goose will join him in the snow. And they won't be making snow angels.
Saw the quick turnaround right there. They're like, oh, there's someone here, Boop.
Yeah,
Flipped it, but they responded. C9 will be getting some.
You know what they just did?
Fresh loot delivered to them.
They just tried to do what you do to me all the time at the hotel.
What?
The old ding-dong ditch. They ran up, rung the doorbell, then tried to run away, but they got caught with their pants down.
Talking about that, I caught John and Blank doing that today to me. I just got out of the shower and like ring. I like opened up the crowd like, who's that? And I saw them. They're like, they got caught. I was like, come on,
guys. We're better than that. Well,
it's getting out of control.
It is getting out of control. It's getting wild.
I'm gonna put one of those zappers on my doorbell, so if you ring it, it zaps you.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just text you then.
Yeah, just text me next time. So, looking around here, 2 members down. Titan, Chacho. They're on the coast, so they should be able to survive. Oh, here comes another.
Lucifer, outsider. Sorry.
Rojas.
He was just
watching that. Yeah, the solo member
don't
want to take shots. I mean,
no.
Because they could pull up so quickly. I believe there's 2 members from Tribe.
Oh, the Bison.
Chris out here in the forest. I like the scenic kind of look of the snow forest. I really feel it. We see Chris with the all white on as well to kind of camouflage as much as possible.
Oh, this is Cloud9 getting pulled up by Team 9 actually. They've already traded Nox. Looks like that player from Team 9 is going to get finished off though. Not the start that they would want, but now the answer is back though. Uneven and Percasas have found themselves on the deck. This might be 3 on the floor for Cloud9. All of a sudden, Team 9 have kind of come alive. The Rezzers are going to try and come out on the top floor of the building. They should be able to get them just because getting up there can be quite difficult, and you don't want to rush too fast. He's waited for players to come up and trade. They'll know there's only one alive up here. They're going to push in. The grenade has been timed out, but it's not going to be enough. The players are getting traded out thick and fast. Team 9's breach has not been successful. Cloud9 waves them off, gets 2 confirmed. The third player comes around the corner. It looks like he's going to go down too. That could be Team 9 out.
Tempo's coming!
Tempo's pushing in down. Oh no, they know the action is upstairs, and this could be the end of Cloud9. A third game in a row where they go out early. It's so unfortunate for them. The last nade gets popped, but
was that it?
It explodes, and Cloud9 are packing their bags early on.
Wow, Beowulf actually got
a knock onto Rain, but Tempo taking full advantage of that.
I mean, Team 9 pulling up. Team 9, I would have liked to have seen them move as a unit. We saw them kind of jump in one after another, jump, take some shots, jump, take some shots around that corner. Didn't really work for him, but Tempo, hearing this Tempo, seeing the kill feed, like, hey boys.
Hey boys, it's
we're
go
sending
time.
it, boys. Like, and Cloud9, they just didn't have any chance to heal up. They didn't have any time to regroup, not even to think what's happening next. And saw some grenades coming out from them to try to defend, but when compared to Team 9, Tempo, they pushed as that unit.
And they get a crate to gift them as well. They're probably not going to be able to get it just because it is, it's not empty. Game's lying to us.
Wait, where?
This is the bait crate. It's on the roof at the moment of that little shack. There we go. It's an AUG, so that's a pretty decent one.
Can you get that? I mean, maybe jump onto a car. Jump onto the car.
Oh, yeah. You might be able to... you can't ledge grab yet.
Let's grab.
Ledge grab.
Hey, once one ledge grab comes out, that's gonna change
the game,
everything.
especially this map. It's gonna be fantastic. But Tempo, again, the thing that was actually
got 1 kill out of that. I guess that's all they needed.
Team 9 got all the knocks onto Cloud9. They got 3 of the knocks. So the last player from Cloud9 goes down, and the knocks are credited to the, the kill is credited to the knock.
Yeah. So some quick stats right here coming into today's games, and I'd like to see how it compares moving forward. So when it comes to total team damage, team totality, they're not playing today, but that's 16.8K.
Ooh.
All right. Spacestation Gaming, 16.6K damage, and then behind them was C9 with 15.8K damage. And that's as a full. That was coming into today. So lots of damage coming out when it comes to these teams. Those are the top 3 teams when it comes to damage.
This is actually a very awkward position for Omen, as Latinos and Unidos have knocked 2 of their players, and they're in pretty exposed positions, those players. It's going to be quite difficult. The smoke is there, but Carnage has to time his run here to push across, and obviously he doesn't know that the Raze is coming out now. Okay, so he is going to go. He's seen that the player isn't peeking the window anymore, and he's going to go. This is out of nade range as well, so you'd assume these Rezes could come in safe. He should be just in cover there.
Backpack might be. I don't know what type of scopes they're working with here. Titan definitely aware that they
Looks like he's
did
got a
get
6
over
or
here.
a 4 on the ground there. Maybe it actually might even be a 3. But he had the scope to find the kills, to find the knocks. And he might have just seen Carnage move to that tree once more. Yeah, he has. He's got a Frankie 4 times on his
Frankie 4 times.
G36, which is...
Sounds like a song and an artist.
What, Frankie 4 times?
Frankie 4 times on the G36.
Yeah, well...
It's good stuff.
I could be a record producer.
Omen, still alive. 2 kills this game. Able to try to do the best they can. They lost Zute very early on.
Oh, those are rookie numbers, kid. You're going to have to pump them right up.
Wi-Fi with 10%. I believe that's for this game.
This game, yeah, it is. Oh! He's going back on
Titan.
the deck, though.
Carnage was trying to lay down that cover fire as
Yeah.
Wi-Fi moved up, but Titan was able to spot him. The revive should come out, but this is just time being wasted right now between...
It's resources and time,
yeah,
yeah.
Omen Elite. Like, they're trying to disengage off this, probably looking for some meds, maybe a new helmet at this point, maybe a new vest. So let's see what they will be able to do here as Spring will be taking some additional cover fire onto Titan.
We haven't talked about the circle for a while. It's because it is just kind of
basic
eliminating the
circle.
water. Yeah, it's centering up, eliminating water, kind of shifting to the east to keep the land in. As you've heard, there isn't any fights really breaking out. The big one was that Team 9, Cloud9 going out to Tempo Storm. I thought that Team 9 might have had the advantage in that fight, but they, as you said, they just filed in one by one.
Yeah.
Because they did have 3 players from Cloud9 knocked at one point.
Yeah.
For only one of their own.
Compared to Tempo, how they all 3 moved into
Yeah, they
that,
just all
that
piled in. I mean, yeah, it leaves you vulnerable to a nade, but that's a really low, low
the chances are
probability
lower,
play.
yeah. Getting knocked to a nade as compared to just funneling in one at a time, getting knocked.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we saw, the example firsthand right there. So,
perfect example.
I do like the aggression, though, from Team 9. I mean, they kind of got crashed on by Cloud9, actually. But they were both in separate compounds where they could have camped it out, possibly, but instead of choosing to do that.
Oh, they got the knocks and they just manned up
Yeah,
on it.
they just sent it, so.
On board with Rojas, he's managed to find himself what looked like a little bit of a tuxedo action there, which isn't what I'd pick for Vikendi, but...
That would match with my bow tie.
It would match with your bow tie. You had
that would go. Oh, with my black bow tie? That would be the play.
You've had running repairs on your bow tie in the break.
By who? We don't know yet.
We don't know.
One more game to go.
Well,
We'll find out who tied.
It was like a Red Bull pit stop.
Red Bull.
Yeah, the Formula 1 team.
So Spacestation Gaming, still in it. Remember, that was the team that dropped the furthest away from circle number 1. They've been playing extremely passive. They are by themselves. They might even have a crate down there on the coast. So we'll have to pay attention to that squad moving forward. We'll see where the next circle takes us. When it comes to teams kind of in a centralized position this game around, we are going to be looking at Euphoria. We're going to be looking at Wildcard. We're going to be looking at Cream. But then again, it all depends where your circles go. I mean, today we've been having some nasty yoinks.
They've been yo-yoing all over the place.
Yeah. So it doesn't really matter if you're center. I mean, going center, you greater the chances of being at least on the edge if we do get a yo-yo. So that's one thing to note. But we're going to be looking at Infinex. They are going to be getting close to Ignite. Looks like Rahaz might have been spotted or vice versa onto one of the members of Ignite. Here comes the next circle. Where we'll go, ladies and gentlemen. Once again,
pretty safe.
Pretty decent.
Pretty safe. All the teams are actually inside this circle, so
they don't need to move.
We could be talking about Mr. Fish and his adventures.
Oh, you want to talk about Mr. Fish?
Well, it seems like we might have to because there's not a lot of action that will break out, you'd think. Maybe a team will try and find a more central compound. It looks like Spacestation on it.
Twitch chat update. Who won Game 3? We're still playing it.
We are still playing it.
We're still playing it. Quick update. We're still playing it. So
we are
unless you can predict the
15
future.
minutes in. Well, every time I predict a team, they just go out in 16th place.
No,
they can't
predict
do this
it.
time.
Predict it.
Me, now?
Yeah. Knights aren't playing today, so you can't jinx them.
I can't jinx them.
Don't say tribe.
No, I'm not saying tribe because that's cheating.
I think they'll win.
Yeah, I think that... I'm feeling the Storm, baby. I'm feeling
Storm?
Tempo Storm rotating in from the north. They're going to clean up all the noobs and get the chicken dinner.
Oh, did you just call the lobby noobs?
All the lobby, the whole lobby is noobs with
there
Tempo
you go.
Storm.
Make sure you send some angry DMs over here.
Of course, I'm only kidding.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not.
Why are you winking at me again?
Come on, man.
Hey, Karma in a bush. This is one of the top 10 bushes on Vikendi when it comes to hiding in plain sight.
What? Yeah, I don't think I'd...
I wouldn't check that bush.
I wouldn't check that bush
That's
either.
a pretty
It's quite,
dense bush.
Yeah, it is a dense bush. It's got some girth to that bush, too.
AWM 4 times. Talk
Oh, here we
about
go.
girth. That's going to be a nice little weapon moving forward. Omen Elite, we didn't think we'd see any action, but looks like we're going to be sending out the barrage of the red zone onto Titan and Chacho.
Well, if they have Giga Brains, they'd know that
Ouch,
that's a
hurt
self-nade.
yourself here, yep.
If they had Giga Brains, they would have tracked there was only 2 players alive from Latinos Unidos from players getting knocked earlier on. So maybe after that engagement they had previously, they've decided, hey, there's only 2 of them and there's 4 of us. Let's go, boys. Looks like Latinos Unidos are trying to bail out as quick as possible. A player has jumped out the back window, tried to escape, but Wi-Fi is on it like a terrier on a tennis ball. Wi-Fi on that frag, as Latinos Unidos are down to 1 player remaining, and their hopes.
A what?
A terrier on a tennis ball.
Yeah, what is it?
Well, you know the dog, the terrier. It's like a, you know.
Oh, it's a dog.
Yeah, it's like
dog.
a tiny little dog, very energetic things.
A terrier.
Do you know what a Jack Russell is?
Yeah, they jump
Yeah.
high.
Yeah, they're really energetic little dogs, and if you throw tennis
jumping on
balls
you.
for them, they love to chase tennis balls. So
Do you have one?
a terrier.
Yeah.
I have a fox terrier crossed with a chihuahua,
Oh, hey.
but it is very old and very fat. I'll actually show you a picture. It looks hilarious.
We'll post a picture in the chat later.
She's lovely and she's healthy, by the way. So it's not one of those obese dogs that's very unhealthy. It's just she's misshaped.
Hey, don't talk about her like that, man.
Shout out to Maggie back home in Perth, Australia.
MVP just taking some shots with the Scorpion, having a good old time, creating some beats over here while they are going to be pretty center in the circle. We will see the next circle pop here.
What's he drawing? He just picked up a lot of ammo for that Scorpion. Now he's just sitting on a wall, and it looks like he's painting
There we
something.
go.
What are you doing, mate?
What do you got to tell us? Okay.
Is it a smiley face?
Oh, hey.
Hey.
That's how we're feeling. What a nice
guy.
nice guy.
Someone
That
actually-
should be like 5 points right there.
Yeah, it should be.
Art.
Memo just knocked someone's head off, by the way, in the meantime. But
That could be a point
Eh.
if they get the flush.
yeah, it could be a point, but
Let's see. Next circle. Shake it up. Shake and bake.
Let's-
Ricky Bobby. We're going up to the north.
we are going up to the north,
It's
actually.
Still
It's
pretty
more
fair, though.
central,
I mean,
yeah.
What, Revenants and Simplicity, they could just kind of skip, and they'll be there.
Yeah, I mean, they just push in a little bit and they're there. It looks like Tempo will try
I
and center
love
up a little bit
Vikendi.
more. Yeah, Vikendi goes
good.
alright.
I mean, it's good. It allows for a lot of teams to have some long-range battles. We did see a team pick up a crate at AWM. I would like to see that pop off in the kill feed.
Oh, certainly.
Memo over here just
Yeah, he had
probably
to.
getting some orange juice.
Yeah, I guess what I like to do
What
is
do you
if
do?
he has a wireless in-ears, or
Yeah.
like, you wouldn't call them headphones, I guess you'd call them.
In-ears.
In-ears, yeah. If you have wireless in-ears, so you got your AirPods.
Yeah.
I suppose with a phone, it's not too hard. You can just walk around with it. But
Oh, yeah, you can do anything.
yeah,
Mobile.
you just walk into the kitchen.
You could be at a
make a
restaurant.
sandwich.
Yeah, at a wedding.
At a wedding, at your own wedding.
I saw some people in Twitch chat. Remember we talked about Sixless in their vlog? They
Yeah.
said Sixless listens to Little Peep all day. Just
That's all he
chilling.
does, Little
It's
Peep.
just- so that would be the vlog.
Man. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's rough.
It's a emo rap, right?
Come on, little. Sixless, you can do better than that.
I mean,
We'll have to
Little Peep's
introduce.
good.
I mean, Little Peep's good, but you need to broaden your horizons.
Mercedes, what is it? Mercedes truck or Benz truck? So Revenants, they are going to be getting into a vehicle.
in the
Send
whip.
it a little more. Yep, getting into the whip. Omen Elite, Wi-Fi, they are going to be right behind them. Irish Simplicity, going to be behind them. I would like to see vlogs, though. I mean,
I'd love to
when
see
we
vlogs.
go on
Ooh,
our
here we
trip
go.
next week, I'm going to try to,
Vlog it up.
Instagram stories all day. So make sure you guys are following that, by the way, if you want to keep up to date with that.
Yeah, mustache Dave _, I believe on. Yeah,
I'm gonna fight the guy
gram.
for the non-underscore, but
I don't think you need to fight him, per se.
no, you gotta fight.
All right.
So talking about fighting, Cream, they're gonna be getting pushed right now by the Revenants.
It's a pretty even fight. Both of these teams haven't been on the finest form. The Revenants are on the glow up though. Could get very messy. This player, Munz, he can't jump out the compound. They'll hear him and turn on him pretty. I mean, ooh, he's cooking the nade though. What have you got for us? Yeet.
Nothing.
No.
Threw smoke down there as well to kind of distract them from pushing up there. I do like that they have that Uzi locked and loaded.
Yeah.
I think I saw an extended mag, so that thing, I mean, we just gotta call it the mower at this point, because it just mows down.
Oh, this is a nave. It
No,
won't
I think
bounce
that's another
upstairs. Okay, it will be. Memo's knocked
Oh!
another Ignite player. With
Finally,
Well, that's a nice
some
serve,
action
actually.
when it comes to a circle.
Well,
Something different.
Tempo performed a 2-2 split to secure
the
their
crate.
chances and
They got a
get the crate. So they're looking pretty decent if they can get that last player in now to the circle. As the push comes out, it looks like the Revenants want to go upstairs. They are sending a 3-man squad, but they've picked the wrong room. And one of the players is warned for it, but Munz is going to get found and flushed, you believe. Espinoza finds it, but there are 2 Revenant players on the deck as Cream have taken a bit of offense to the fact that players are pushing in. This is Tanker knocking another one of the Cream guys down. That was Joe. He's got the next player hiding behind a door, but he's had to reload. Reload timing wasn't perfect, but he spams the door out. This movement now has juked him out a little bit. Doesn't get the shots down, and now there's 3 players from the Revenants in critical health.
Cheeto going for the third too.
Yeah, Cheeto really going for it. There's 3 versus 3.
The revives are coming out. They swapped.
The Revenants should know that the revives have to come out and there's players low, but they are very low themselves. Espinoza is stimmed up with a mini Uzi. He could be the key player here.
I bolt out and just
send it.
Yep.
They'd send it
at the same time.
It's a 2-time send. We've seen that before. He's just trying to get any push-ups. He sees a few. He sees corners, but he knows the place on the outside. He goes for the spray. He does manage to find it. Espinoza with a slither of HP with the G36 going to finish off the kill. Really take the time to heal. At the moment, Peralta on the outside. He's trapped. He's left a mate to go down inside the house, so it is become back to a 2v2.
This is insane.
This is a messy fight.
Trades, yeah, very messy here. I'd be able to.
Well, he might actually try and send it and let the zone do the majority of the work.
Positioning.
Yeah, Peralta's playing for the positioning. One of the Latinos Unidos players has bled out. I believe that might be their last player, so that could be them going out. This is the Simplicity versus Omen fight.
In the blue.
In the blue. That is not where you want to be fighting. Sixless, who is probably not listening to Little Peep. He's probably playing the game at the moment. Has managed to find himself a kill too. So the Revenants are getting knocked out by that play zone from that messy fight. And Simplicity, look at the damage this play zone is doing. Omen are pushing in. Irish is going to drop eventually, whether there is the play zone or it is Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi with
the
a drop shot!
Oh, probably going to die out to the blue though. But still.
Down he goes.
Down he goes.
That's the second time now Wi-Fi's gone down to the blue. So
oh, man.
it's his biggest enemy.
You go out in style though.
Yep.
You love to see the drop shot.
That was good.
I still can't do that.
No, I can't do it. I'm hopeless at it.
Next circle. Okay.
Oh, this is a big fight.
No, the yoink over there. Yeah, we got it. So now the action is definitely heating up, especially with these zones going to be shifting further to the east here as a majority of our squads are in the west. So we're going to see them popping in their vehicles, trying to send it as close as possible here without being third party in the process. We hear shots ringing out left and right. Spacestation Gaming trying to get ahead of everybody, going to be gatekeeping. Looks like Ignite are going to be right on the edge, but Euphoria,
they're coming in hot.
Pulling up. Ignite, they have a nice little spread when it comes to these compounds. Looks like Euphoria is going to be all grouping up into this one building. Here comes
he cooked that one.
Cooked it. Yep. Was going to be a pretty solid one. Going to be spotting Mitz. Mitz is going to be taken down right there. So Euphoria down to 3.
Yeah, that wasn't the window that Mitz wanted to be at.
Mitz was just saying hi.
It was just saying howdy. Molly's the stairs.
Make sure that they're not getting pushed.
Yep. Well done.
Strategic.
He's looking in that third-party angle, probably calling which window the players are peeking at. So Euphoria, they're down to 3, but they're finding themselves in the placement points once more.
Another smoke, block the sight lines.
Oh, a third party comes in here. It's actually Tempo Storm. They've picked their head out. They have worn a knock for it too, so it's not exactly the start they want to see. Tribe and Space Station are firing off at each other, and this is the fight on board with them. Memo's got...
Tribe's down to 2.
Okay, yeah, Tribe are down to 2, so that three-peat ain't looking too hot right now.
Still possibilities.
They've actually been surrounded by a Space Station a bit, as they are getting fired by all angles. Memo's
looking for something out there.
Looking for something that just isn't there at the moment. He's going to have to get that first aid off.
Yep, Seagut trying to get on top of the rock, trying to get a little higher when it comes to the sight lines out here. Looks like Ignite are going to be pushing onto Euphoria.
Last Omen player goes out.
Sergio, I believe, is bleeding out right there. So, yep, they know that they got the knock, so they're trying to be a little aggressive. I don't think they know where XDDD is quite yet, as we see other squads, which is Wildcard, trying to pull up on this as well, right there on the outskirts.
Yeah, we've got some fifth party action, as you can see. The Revenants are pulled up there as well. Yeah, Tempo Storm have a player in the neighborhood. I believe that's Nico, as well as Space Station Gaming, all paying attention to this fight.
Where's the welcome pie, right, when you get to the neighborhood?
I'm not sure. I don't know who's baking it. It could be Ignite baking the pies at the moment.
They do have the numbers advantage when it comes to
Raven's starting to chime in.
Fight.
You don't want to be on the receiving end of Raven. He starts to hit up. That's a nice nade,
Chaos.
actually.
Taking out Chaos.
Nice nade on himself. I thought that was XDD's nade, but it wasn't. And now XDD is going to laugh at him and finish it off.
Yeah, mistake.
As I believe that might be Tribe going out as well. So, Tribe have 1 player remaining, actually. So, this is the fight that's breaking out. It's Ignite moving around this house. And there's so many
Euphoria
teams
and
in there.
Wildcard.
So, yeah, Euphoria, Wildcard, Ignite. They're all in the same house. The nades come out. Euphoria managed to keep some nades, actually. A Molly could be good here.
That might be good. That might be
Might
good,
be
especially
good.
with the smokes, you know, causing the confusion. You don't know where it's coming from. We see one of the members from
Tempo down
Wildcard
to
getting
1.
knocked and confirmed by XDDD. So the tables have kind of turned. I mean, the third party from Wildcard definitely halting Ignite's push onto Euphoria. Euphoria able to get those revives. 3 alive right now. They're just laughing. Euphoria is laughing because they were getting pinched for a second there. They were about to get wiped out.
Yeah, all these 4th and 5th party actions really helped them out. Saved them, really. Might not save this bloke, though, as he's stuck in the dunny.
With the Teddy.
Illusions, he knows the player's there, but he's hearing the... Did he hear that?
Oh!
And he goes for the push, and he's going to find the knock. Is he? Yes!
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay,
he
nice,
just
nice,
finds the
nice.
knock, and he was shooting into the pan there a little bit. The nade
That was
starts going
crazy.
as well.
That was crazy.
So Euphoria, with 2 kills to their name, find themselves in the top 9. But look at all these damaged squads. The Infinex are the only squad with 4 up. Tempo Storm, 1 player remaining.
Where
Triad,
are
1
they?
player remaining.
They're in the
Ignite,
East
1
too.
player remaining. Spacestation, Revenants, 2. And now Tempo is starting to stand up as Espinosa
There they
gets
are.
knocked down, but that's Tempo out. Rain, their last member, goes down. Espinosa does get finished off by Rain before he goes out. Juicy with the VSS.
I like this spread
It's
from
taking heat
Infinex
too,
right
so-
now. Very nice spread. They took down 2 from the Unnamed. The Unnamed
Revenants dropped
should be able to get the revive off here. They did lose 1. Man, how we had
messy.
so many teams. 2 circles later, it just, you know, we cut
dropped
that
everyone.
right in half. Cut it right in half.
That
so.
fight was an absolute doozy. The amount of smokes that they were throwing,
Mollies,
I didn't know what was
grenades.
going on. The circle is chunking those wildcard players,
Yeah,
though. And
Wildcard spending too much time out here. I feel like
Ooh,
gonna
Memo
be spot
finds a
sixless.
shot. 6less, yeah. That's
Should be able to get the revive
that's important, though, because Memo is the last player
from Tribe.
from Tribe, yeah, and he's continuing to find shots with that M24. That must be at least 3 or 4 knocks he's got with that weapon alone.
Oh,
Ignite
Euphoria,
gone.
you know, being proactive, trying to get on out of that compound before Wildcard. Wildcard, MVP still alive, kind of going for a long rotate in the
I
blue,
think he's
trying to
cooked.
do that.
He's got a
Next
cliff
level
climb.
play, yep. Ooh,
There he
yep,
goes.
there you go.
Good night, sweet
Good
Prince.
try, going down to the zone. So it looks like Euphoria are the victors when it comes to those compound fights out there, as now we got 2 members from Spacestation gearing up for the late game. Next circle pops. Infinex, the 4 members alive, will be favored once again.
I think 6less is mad, and he wants Memo's head, but Euphoria have worked their way into an angle that will find Space Station if they try and push up. So,
But they alerted the Unnamed of their positioning.
and you don't want to be alerting them as they're 3 strong. Infinex are 4 strong, but they're on the other side of the map, just hanging out. They did get the circle as well, so the circle has popped, and Infinex are loving life with that one because they don't have to move an inch. The Unnamed Infinex, that's a
And they
big
have the
spy.
numbers advantage.
Memo is getting pushed now by Juicy.
Oh, look at Juicy.
He's trying to find the angle. This is going to be an aim duel.
Oh,
and
Juicy
Juicy
spotted.
loses it. Juicy loses the duel to
Super
Memo.
aggressive right there. 6less was back there holding back too. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, 6less is holding back
this is
to
what we're
find the Euphoria player. So he's only got 1 Euphoria player to deal with now, but he does have Memo
Sergio.
still that knows where he is.
yep, no tire on the back of the Dacia as well,
That's-
so we
yeah.
can't really use that. I mean, we can, but it's not going to be most optimal. Looks like 6less is going to be pushing up, trying to maybe get the flush onto the Euphoria members. Chris getting pushed by Bucky right now. Bucky chunked down pretty low. The smoke's out here. Bucky able to hit the dirt or the snow. Able to heal up. Infinex, remember, they got 4 alive right here. Sergio's going to be taking shots at 6less right now. It's coming down to the wire, Ben.
Yeah, the Unnamed lost Raven as well, their top fragger, so no more action from him this game. The spray comes out. He's anticipating 6less's movement. The 6less is playing this pretty well. He's going to count the bullets in the clip. There's a big extended mag, and Sergio, he knows the numbers. He knows he only needs 2 or 3 bullets,
there
but
goes
that's
Sergio.
Infinex, I believe, putting the hurt onto him. So now we're down to our final 2 teams. It is 2 members from the Unnamed versus the full complement of Infinex Gaming. No Raven, but Bucky and Ran are still there.
Simple's flank right here could be the play.
It
just
could
to
be.
secure the chicken.
Bucky needs to get 2 from this position. He can't be a one and done here. He needs to come up big. Karma taking a little bit of blue damage, but he's right on top of him. He actually takes a shot, Karma, and he goes back for trading, but it is Bucky on the deck, avoiding so much damage. Those players are getting so low on the side of Infinex. Bucky might have played this to perfection as Infinex actually do find Rand, so it is Bucky versus the Word. He takes the first spray, but he can't get the second. And that will be Infinex Gaming.
Winner,
Yeah.
chicken dinner.
They're returning the form a little bit at the right time. They were sitting on the edge of that elimination area going into today, so the points are very valuable for them. Only 1 kill for Team Unnamed into their second place, so very uncharacteristic. They're usually very aggressive.
I mean, getting those placement points, right? So we'll see. Let's check out the highlights. Let's check out and pay attention to the Unnamed to see exactly kind of what happened. I mean, when it comes to kills, I mean, I saw right off the bat they dropped last all the way out there in the East. So they had to fight the circles the whole entire game. Carnage getting some nice shots very early on here. Wi-Fi, we had a couple trades. Simplicity with the quick U-turn out here as they were spotted by C9. So a lot of interesting early action. And then we had the mid game, which was pretty Resident Sleeper. But then after the circle shifted to the East, it was just non-stop.
This was a big fight. This was the three-way between Team 9, Cloud9, and Tempo Storm. Tempo Storm were the victors of it. Cloud9 managed to get cleaned up for the 3rd game in a row, going out pretty quickly, but you feel like 2 of them weren't really their fault. This was well played by the Latinos Unidos players, but Omen managed to bail themselves out, and Wi-Fi was on the hunt there.
Tanker. There's a lot of
compounds here,
compound fights. Yeah, a lot of compound crashes, a lot of back and forth happening right here between different squads.
Yeah, this was Espinosa cleaning up with the old G36 he manages to get the flush with, but it was the mini Uzi to get the knock.
I think they actually left an enemy back there too and concentrated on the zone, right? And they just died to blue. A lot of deaths to the blue as well. Illusion's little peek right there. Seeing the backpack getting super aggressive.
He almost lost that fight too.
Yeah, I mean, what, 25, 20% HP left. Sixless gonna be peeking over here on the Sergio. Sergio will be getting the better half of that one, but there we go, the winners. Infinex, what an interesting ending. For a second there, Bucky was in the smoke.
He was looking like it.
Right, they were right on top of him.
Yeah,
I felt like they could have been.
It could have been a magical moment. He needed Rand to just stay alive for a little longer, but Rand was getting pressured from the side, and that was what really undid it. But Revenants, they managed to secure some points. It is Infinex Gaming that take the bulk of the points. Not a big chicken dinner though. 27 isn't a massive one.
I mean, compared to Tribe's 33-33, right?
Tribe only managing to get 9 points for this game, which
they
won't be disappointed.
They won't be disappointed. I mean, they got one more game to get another chicken dinner. It won't be back to back, but it will definitely be 3 within one day. So that's all we're hoping for. Revenants, they are going to be doing a little better, like you mentioned. Spacestation Gaming, their best performance yet when it comes to today.
Yeah, it certainly is. Still unable to close out that chicken dinner for Space Station. They got one more game to do it in.
Happen? This is their last game?
One more game to do it in. I don't think it's going to happen. I think they're going to go through in about 5th, 6th position at the end of the semi-finals without a Chicky D.
Too much little peep, not enough Sabrina Carpenter.
That's it. You got to get the Sabrina on if you want the chicken dinners. Ignite and Wildcard find themselves up in there in the points as well. It's good to see Revenants and Infinex though. They're 2 of the quieter teams that were pretty dominant in the groups. These are the guys that did manage to win out. 6 kill points for Cloud9 as they managed to clean up some early ones, but not a lot of placement points. Their best finish of the day, I actually think, because they got 1 in the first game, 1 in the second, or 2 in the second, and 7 today.
See who I'm looking at though, down there at the bottom. Simplicity, Latinos, Unified, their last games coming up. Last game.
I think
coming up today.
I'm ready to call it for Latinos Unidos. They've done it. They've had a good performance though to get this far and put some numbers up. But
guess if you're realistic, huh?
Yeah, I think if you're realistic.
You got the accountant in you right now.
Yeah, it's coming out.
You got a calculator. Here's the overall though. Team totality. Remember, they're not here today. The Unnamed slowly creeping up behind them. Might be able to overtake them if they have a pretty solid last game. Tribe Gaming in 3rd place with 194. Over here, they did rack up a couple more kills when it comes to the kill points. Cloud9 in 4th place. Space Station still, like you said, no chicken, but up here on the top of the leaderboard, 5th place. ATP not playing today, going to be in 6th place. Infinex going to be in 7th place. Coming into today, Infinex 13th. So
they've been big movers today.
Big moves.
Good to see, because they were, I believe they were the top team coming into the semi-finals. So
yeah, semi-finals.
Yeah, after the groups, they were the top teams. They've been pushing teams out of the top 8. Team 9 and Omen Elite take a dip down in the standings. One more game for Team 9, 116 points.
We said they want like 100, right?
120.
120.
By the end of the day, you want to be sitting on 120, and that will almost secure your safety. That's very doable. So,
Simplicity, 15th.
Yeah, they're moving up, but they're going to need a big last game to secure themselves some safety. They've got a lot of teams still to play their last games in this section of the board. If you're on 15 games, and you're on our next board, though, you are stressing.
You're sweating.
Sweating bullets.
Sweating hard. You're wiping your hands because they're getting real moisty, real soggy right now. Let's go ahead down there and see who is just dripping wet right here.
Tempo Storm as well, only sitting on 107 points.
They have another day,
They still haven't had that big day yet. I'm waiting for it. Maybe they're saving it for the finals, but I'm still waiting for them to have a really big day. We see Latinos, Unidos, 6 Angry Men, who are the teams that are playing today that are in danger, and you'd say, yeah, with 58 points, they would need an absolute belter to come out on our last Erangel to secure themselves in, but
you mentioned tempo.
strange things happen. Yep.
All right, not the most exciting days, but I have to say that their team play is definitely to par, in my opinion, especially after the last game. They didn't opt into sticking on the outskirts of that fight, trying to third party. Instead, they saw the kill feed, they saw things were popping off, they sent it full head in, right? They didn't want to lose out at any points, and I would like that. I mean, they ended up dying. But I like to see the aggression because, like you said, they do have another day. Here's the kill leaders.
Hasn't moved actually all day, I don't think.
I think
Raven's moved up. Yeah, I think
Raven
it's shuffled a little bit.
Sixus also got, I think, one more as well.
Yeah, nobody's moved.
So did Beowulf.
No new entries.
No new entries.
No new entries. It's just shuffled around a bit.
Who's in 6 though?
Who is in 6? I don't know. You'd think there'd be a little bit of a gap, but maybe Old Mate.
Old Mate? Who's that?
The tribe player, Seagut. He had a pretty decent performance. He got 11 kills in the first 2 games, I believe.
Old Mate Seagut.
12 kills actually in the first 2 games. Maybe even more than that.
Was it?
Yeah, he got a 6 and a 7, so that's 13. So
okay, so definitely moving up there when it comes to
he could be
kills.
close because they've had a really good performance. They got 5 chicken dinners, so you would imagine one of their players would be really close. Yeah, chicken dinners.
Yeah. I always find it interesting to not only see the kills because sometimes kills are like you stole them. You stole them. So I like to kind of take into account the damage.
Yeah, the damage is very important.
That's kind of what blows me away when some of these solos have so much damage.
So much.
For themselves. So, wow. We got one more game coming up for a couple of these squads here. It's going to be a nail biter if they want to make it on out of that bottom 8. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go nowhere. One more game to go here.
PUBG Mobile Team Deathmatch. Anytime, anywhere. There is a better choice.
Dangerous. He saw the barrel. He saw the barrel.
This is it. Oh, the jump shot! The spray! It's a 3v1. That's a 3v1.
Yeah, Richie.
I'm so sorry, fellas.
Oh yeah. Here come. Ooh, look at Fantasy's little rock perch up there. You're gonna be taking out a lot. Be careful as the Unnamed have a nice little crossfire happening right there on the street. K-Bo gonna be popping up. K-Bo the worm in the dirt.
Infinex actually pushing onto this yellow, have knocked down Simplicity very low. One player will be knocked down incomplete. So one player remaining for Simplicity. He's gonna have to clutch it out, but he won't be able to. Rojas finds the angle, clears them out. Gaming are laughing at the lobby though as they get another circle shift towards their way. This is going to be the fight though. Now Goose pulls around the corner. The AK spray is good. The second spray is good too. He's knocked them all out. Both of these
Some cover for
teams,
now.
both these teams had a pretty poor game 2
Oh boy.
XG and Cream, so neither of these teams are going to want to go
This
out
is about to
early.
be so rough for Brazilian killers. IN. Are they
IN
actually giving it up? The
They might
timing,
think-
they might just be leaving here. This may well turn out in Brazilian killers' favor. They're about to start coming across.
And then it's all over for you. Jonathan so far has been very bloody strong. What are you playing at, mate? Okay, never mind.
Not the
Very
greatest.
weak. He went for the
Yeah, I quite like snowmobiles on this map. They feel very comfortable to drive, so that's good. Stick to the ground. Oh, my
Oh, talking
lord.
about comfortable to drive. Tempo trying to go for that 360 barrel roll.
She's alright.
5 points because they did stick the landing.
Yasha up the stairs, does find the knock, refrag from Unique's teammates. Kitsune looking directly through the window, a really strong play here.
2 downs, very low HP, and he goes. Doesn't get the knock. Hang
Actually
on a
gets
minute.
him. How's he survived through that?
Unique, they're really on the ropes now, but finally.
Spraying down on actually,
His Erangel.
and they're going for it. Is this going to be execution? Yes, Iraqi Elite is
Oh,
going
he
for
gets
it.
hit by the
And
car. Quiet falls.
The rivalry could go ahead there at the end of the game if it continues on. S7 at the moment, 4 kills in the bag. Oh, you're sliding. Ooh. All right. He made it into the water eventually.
Yep, nope, we're fine. Nope, they're still falling in. All right, well.
Welcome back to the PMCO. We're back.
We are.
Tie Dave in action.
What are we doing?
I'm not going to be bow tie Dave no more after today.
Just one thing?
Sorry,
one time?
chat. Vote in the chat what the next Dave should be.
A Dave of the day.
You get the Dave of the day. Hashtag Dave of the day.
Well, if you've missed Dave's previous outfits and pocket squares included, get onto the PUBG Mobile Esports YouTube channel, watch all the VODs in North America, and then rate your best outfit or your best Dave. Give us your best Dave.
How's my fade look? It's okay?
It's alright. It's alright.
Come on. So you said YouTube, subscribe, almost 1 million followers.
Almost there.
Watch the VODs, leave some comments, let us know how great we are. Make sure you tell everybody, friends, family.
And also tell them to download PUBG on the iOS App Store and the Google Play Store and start playing it because it's free. Get your family involved. All ages can play, really. Get Granddad on the gyro. It'll be nuts. He'll be wilding it.
He'll be throwing it. Woo, woo.
Yeah, he'll be very intrigued by the technology.
Yeah.
To say the least.
Technology. You young kids these days. I'm a boomer.
You're probably not going to... Yeah, all right. I mean,
right?
if you want to be a boomer...
Am I on the cusp of being a boomer? We were trying to discuss this the other day.
I don't think you
figure
are.
it out.
I think you're fine. I mean, you're not a boomer in the sense boomer, but as the meme sense, yeah, you could be a bit of boomer.
We had, what was it, Blank trying to call me out, like, oh, you must dye your hair.
Yeah, no, he dead set thinks he's dye your hair.
It's really dark because of the sea salt spray.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sometimes I blow dry it. If I blow dry it, it's brown. If I don't blow dry, it's because I'm in a rush. It's like jet black.
Jet black.
Jet black.
Looks good.
Thanks,
good
man.
hair.
Your hair color's good as well, too. So, one more game to go.
Yeah, it is going to be Erangel, the last game of the day. Latinos Unidos need a big one to survive. Simplicity need a big one to survive, really. They've managed to scrape themselves into the top 16, but not very comfortable, though.
Yeah, it's like they're wearing a wool jacket on a hot summer day.
They're sweating.
Sweating.
It's not fun.
In a wool jacket.
In a wool jacket, and they are very thick.
Yeah, very thick. Double layer wool jacket.
Oh boy, that's Latinos Unidos right
Oh,
now.
yeah,
they're in the space suit
yeah.
in a hot summer's day in the middle of the desert.
And with an egg inside of it.
Oh, so they're cooking that egg.
Well, it's smelling the egg, right?
Really?
So, last game to go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see where the plane will be sending our players for the final game of today.
Oh, look how beautiful this is. This
PMCO.
is the PMCO.
This is the PMCO.
It's the final
North America PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split.
That's it. That is the product.
2019.
I'd hope we're still in that year. I'd be very worried if we weren't.
It says right there. See the logo? That's the logo.
Okay.
I love the graphics here, by the way.
Yeah,
nice.
the graphic design team does a bang-up job. Also, the content team, the blooper reels they're always a bit funny.
Blooper reels are... I'm just cracking up the whole time.
You're in stitches backstage. The plane ride is actually a pretty nice one. It's from Zaki to Yas.
What'd you call me?
I called you Dave.
Okay.
Usually.
Okay.
Well, it's actually not Yas. It's actually Novo. So I've missed that salary.
Nova. We have a squad that likes to drop there. I don't think they're playing here today. Might be Infinex actually. Final game for Infinex as well. So they're looking for the banger, the sausage and mash.
They're looking for it all at the moment.
Looking for it all. Looking for the all-you-can-eat buffet.
But the team to pay attention to is...
Who's that?
Latinos Unidos.
Is it?
It is Latinos Unidos because they've dropped in 3 locations for 3 Erangel maps.
So where are they dropping now?
So they dropped on the west coast for the first map and ran into Cloud9. They dropped on Lipovka, the second map, and ran into Cream, I believe.
Cream, get the money.
And already in the kill feed, Revenants have managed to take one of the Team 9 guys out and put him down too, put him in a coffin.
Right there.
The shotgun. It actually happens quite often on early game Erangel. It was the pump shotgun too, so it's not too bad. Infinex are dropping down at Milta Power, but it does look like Latinos Unidos are getting into a fight already. It's Wildcard, and it's in Milta, so they just can't catch a break. Look at him, he's in the road too.
Bleeding out. Safe res, safe res, safe res. That is the safe res.
Homie, help him up.
That's a safe res. I don't think... Oh, man. Wildcard got the VSS. I don't think
he got the VSS and the M16 on the drop.
They're going to get some more loot here, right? I mean, level 3 best. Wow, where'd you get that?
The Gucci store.
Gucci store, yep. On sale. You got a nice jacket yesterday.
Yeah, I did. It was quite a nice jacket. Good deal, too. Yep.
Gucci.
Fucci. Yeah, well, I mean...
Alucard going to be trying to rotate on around. Looks like Titan did get the revive. Alucard now find themselves, I mean, I get where they're going with this, but maybe too aggressive in my opinion. I mean, if they get the one tap dirt nap, they're not going to be getting the revive. They're so spread from their squad members. They're going to be pulling off.
He's certainly out there. He is pulling off, just looking for some information, then going back and getting some loot. Chacho needs a silly vest himself.
Chacho, man. I'm
gonna be sad to see him go if they do go out. They got some characters.
Yeah, I mean, you could make a whole show. These
could
characters.
Make how many seasons? 6 in a movie?
Maybe 4 in a movie.
Yeah,
but a 2-part movie.
2-part movie. Okay, that's a big movie.
Each part 2.5 hours each.
All right, that's a bit much for me, but I don't think I could take that much Latinos or Unidos. But
you ever seen Titanic? It's like 3 hours.
I have seen Titanic. Oh, I should rewatch that.
Should.
Maybe.
Learn something.
From Titanic?
Yeah.
About icebergs and stuff?
Yeah.
Or?
What you can learn in Titanic can definitely translate to your mobile casting for sure.
Okay.
Like that's where I get most of my knowledge from. I watch Rick and Morty.
Oh yeah.
You know, I watch other things too.
Well,
you ever see what's that movie with Will Smith?
Click? Men in Black?
Hitch.
Hitch.
That had to be the worst one though.
That was probably the worst Will Smith movie.
But that's my favorite one.
I mean, he got paid, so he's not
paid. He got paid, son. Tanker going to be squaring off with Juicy. Juicy with the VSS going to be taking some shots. Level 1 vest, level 2 helmet. Going to be peeling off this, what was that, Revenants as well. This is Space Station's last game here.
Yeah, it is their last chicken dinner chance.
Last chicken dinner chance. Ben has been doing nothing but talking about Space Station. Getting this chicken dinner every single break. Like, you're like, I hope they get the chicken, Dave. Hey, Bowtie Dave, I hope they get it, mate.
Yeah, no, that's a pretty fair assessment, actually, of the situation.
And I'm like, hey. I'm like, yo, me too, Ben. Me too, bro.
Yeah, why do you sound so cool in this? Because
that's how I sound. I'm like, yo, Ben, yeah. They're going to totally get the chicken dinner.
Oh, Wi-Fi's got the basketball outfit on.
Last game was the football outfit.
Yeah, he's going sporty.
Well, because we said they've been hitting up the gym. Yeah, you gotta show off them triceps.
And he's got triceps for days. The circle popped, and it is just a far west circle. It's pretty safe. There's about 85% land in it. It's pretty chilling at the moment.
Chat said they wanted me to do another event in
impersonation. They really wanted it, did they?
Yeah, they're like.
You know, I don't think they did because.
Let me see. Chat's like. Chat said this. Hey mate, we're down under. Hey mate, the Barbie. Pass me a faster man.
That almost got Rastafari in there real quick.
The kangaroos.
The kangaroos.
Ah, man, we're getting out of control. Hey, you hit me back. Hit me back. What do I really sound
I will not do an American accent.
Hit me back. I mean, come on, we're watching the NA.
Shocking.
Give us the NA.
No, because exactly, I'm watching the NA. I've got thousands of people to disappoint.
You can sound like Dave, Bowtie Dave.
Bowtie Dave.
Try
maybe I'll break something out later.
I'm not going to speak until you do it.
You're not going to speak? No, that's just rude, man. Come on, you got to help me out. Oh my god, he's actually doing it to me. As we see Tempo Storm dominating Pachinki, getting real stinky, as Dave would like to say, but unfortunately he's taken his headset off, he's walked out, left me high and dry, alone. Now he's peeking through. Come on, Dave, come back. Come on, man.
Gotta do it.
It's getting... This is actually a really slow start of the game.
Is that you trying to sound like me?
No. You'll know. I have to catch you by surprise, though.
All right. Hey, YouTube chat, they're mad with you.
Yeah, YouTube chat's
Make sure you guys go subscribe to the YouTube channel, by the way. It's a good place to hang out, you know. Catch the highlights, you know. Do whatever you need to do there. Make sure you subscribe. We're trying to get 1 mil. Me and Ben alone here, you know, trying to push for that 1 mil.
Yeah.
Because after that, we're going to have a chicken party.
A chicken party?
For everybody who's subscribed.
Yeah, every single person gets access to a chicken.
Virtual chicken.
Virtual chicken.
If they download the game.
Yep.
So that's how you do it. That's the invitation. You got it here. You heard it here first. Space Station are going to be rotating on end circle number 1. So big, so large. A lot of land in play right now. So not a lot of squads are going to be too concerned with where they want to rotate, where they want to transition into. The Unnamed all the way down there in Nova. That's our squad that we were looking for. They should be able to take up that western bridge, easily making it on over. I don't think we're going to see any camp bridges, any bridge camps, that is, from
No, they'll be good.
They'll be good. Chris out here in their vehicle, driving, simple, taking a break, listening to some Sabrina Carpenter, some rock music, you know, switching it up, changing channels. Ooh,
Yep.
Tribe down here in Sunken City.
This is where 8DP actually usually play, and we're there in the lobby, but Tribe have taken it over for themselves.
8DP.
Yeah, if 8DP...
They're not here today.
They're not here today. They're taking a break.
Taking a break, watching the games. What's up?
Yeah, they probably will.
What's up?
What's up, 8DP?
8DP, maple syrup.
Yep, the Canadian boys.
They've been doing a good
They've
job.
been popping off. They've been
doing
so
really good.
impressive.
They've
The
been
consistency is just insane from them.
I mean, we say it all the time. Consistency.
Yeah. I mean, it's a buzzword, but
But it's like it's true. It's so
it
relevant
really
when it
is.
comes to PUBG and the leaderboards and to really kind of. Oh,
didn't even hoot his horn.
how rude!
How rude.
Not even the pre-horn.
Not even the pre-horn. We had
Yeah.
a pre-horn on the way here, actually.
Hey,
It was quite exciting.
Pre-horn everywhere.
Oh, they're pulling up.
Oh.
It's a pull-up. It is a mean-spirited pull-up. It's not even a friendly one.
Yeah, they're peeling off this. They missed their
Oh,
chance. They missed their chance.
Okay, get that.
They're gonna take some shots, but I don't think.
Nah.
I wonder if who
That
was
might
that?
actually
Titan.
cost them.
I wonder if Titan should have tried to get in front of Infinex, kind of like
Yeah.
a bait to get them to follow them right into the trap.
The problem now that Latinos and Unidos are going to be behind them as they rotate in. So
I mean, they're all in the circle, right? This
Yeah.
is your favorite spot, Potato
Potato
Mashed
Hill.
Potato Hill.
yeah, it's a big one.
Baked Potato Hill.
Oh, there's actually a team already up there. The Revenants.
Revenants.
They're
Chilling.
in their cars, just chilling at the moment.
I mean, they're
in
waiting
their
for the next
car.
circle to pop.
Yeah, they are. And they might
And
get
it-
found
it
out
did-
here,
It
actually.
did pop.
Oh, he hops out of the car quickly, spams at the buggy, but has managed to get away safely. As Revenant players will have to move a little bit into the zone, but not too much. There's a lot of traffic up in this area, actually.
A lot of traffic. Yep, the 5 o'clock traffic jam report is going to be reporting live from the traffic helicopter. We do see Espinoza going to be peeling off this one as the Revenants trying to reposition, trying to rotate around the Potato Hill. This is all going to be right on the edge. And
Oh, that's a nice little
Wormby
spray.
going to be taking some shots out there. Going to
Oh,
be
no.
locking onto their target. Target acquired. Target is down. And
That is a
out.
long way away from his teammates as well. They're on the higher end
They're
of
dead.
the hill.
They're dead. Espinoza's going to
Peralta-
run him over. Going to punch him out, hopefully.
Yeah,
Pan 'em
Peralta
out.
did get knocked on the flank, but
Chacho Manta.
they could be getting aggressive on this. The knock and the kill is confirmed by Espinoza, but he might be using his teammate as bait, actually. He's throwing his smoke out.
Oh, look at this. Manta trying to, nice little, they're getting surrounded. They're
Yeah,
getting
they
surrounded.
are. This is terrible for Latinos Unidos.
This is kind of good for them. What do you
Well,
mean?
it is.
They're
No, it
doing the
is. It's
surrounding.
actually terrible for the Revenants, but they're managing to pull up maybe a car compound. There's cars flying everywhere, Dave.
We need a grenade.
Oh,
Yeah.
here we go.
Oh,
Here we go.
Chacho,
Chacho,
Chacho.
Where's the boom? There it is.
Oh,
He
hey,
manages to
force
get
them out.
spray
They
down,
force them out.
He
Yeah,
actually
force
gets the
them out.
confirmed kill. That's Manta getting the last tick of that going down, but Espinoza has dropped very low. That car explosion might be enough to
There
seal
we
the deal.
go.
It is.
Chacho.
Chacho.
Points in the bank.
That is 2 points in the bank for Latinos Unidos, and
Wow.
they definitely
Good
needed that
stuff. And look at this. The Revenants, they're so spread apart, the last
here we
two
go.
members.
This is Ignite versus Team
The
Unnamed.
Unnamed.
The Unnamed have pulled up from military base, arrived just in time. This is the farmhouse compound, which is very popular, especially in a circle like this, which is pretty much just west of Pachinki dominated. Bucky, he's looking around. Ran has no helmet. Oh, he has a level 2 helmet, actually. There's a
A little
Safari.
Safari
skin.
one.
I thought he was,
You're used to that one, right?
not a fan of the Safari one.
Oh, got a couple of those.
Yeah,
Ran. Just kind of going
It's
back
just
and forth
dancing.
with
This is-
Crippe.
oh, Ran actually gets picked off as he tried to vault out the window. He tried to get out of there. He didn't want to be in that house as it was starting to get shelled by nades. He will be able to get picked up by his teammate if he does choose to do so, but he wants to be doing that on that corner so he can see if anyone's pushing him. We see Bucky in the bottom story managing to get a spray, but it wasn't quite enough to get the knock. And there's a bit of aggression now, and might be able to see that player pushing up with that third-person angle on the res. Raven is moving in for the kill, and that's dangerous, as he's going to have to try and trade his teammate out now. He does. Ran actually is the one that gets the trade at the end of the day. So Ignite are losing players pretty
Left and
rapidly.
right here.
Yeah, they've lost 2 so far in this engagement.
Yeah, Named are going to be able to regroup, reposition,
Oh, Bucky hears him.
refortify. Yeah, Ignite, they're pulling off. Chaos trying to stand their
there.
ground right here against Bucky. Chaos is going to be on the outside. Bucky going to be using this box as cover. They're kind of going back and forth with each other.
He's calling in Raven.
Yep, Raven and Ran both trying to push
How
onto
did he get
Chaos.
Well,
Chaos getting into the vehicle, trying to get on out here.
that's a free 4 kills for
Yeah, well, no, well, one of them got away, right? One of
No,
the
he
members.
didn't. He got sprayed out the
Oh, he
car.
got
That's
sprayed
all.
out the
Yeah, he
car?
got sprayed out the car, and now he's
No.
in the bin for the day.
They
That
have another
circle-
day, though. They have another
They
day.
have another day.
They have another day.
That circle has gifted us a very rude shift to the south.
Tribe! Feel
Tribe. Feel the tribe. They
feel
are
the tribe.
in prime position. In chase of their first chicken dinner, Space Station Gaming is chasing the circle as Tempo are starting to fight Infinex, and you'd say they are getting the better of this engagement at the moment. The spray comes out. That's actually Tempo gone and out. So they didn't get the better of that engagement at all. It was Chris just alive by himself.
They have another day, too. Another day.
Tempo do have another day.
Infinex do not have another day.
No, this will be their last
This was
day.
very important for them to win that engagement for them. They do get 4 kills. They will be able to get the revives.
I can't
Chris-
believe they did that.
Yeah, Chris coming in and clutch right there.
Yeah.
Uh,
I thought for sure they were cooked, but
oh,
oh,
C9
here
pulling
goes
up a Tribe.
on Tribe.
This is big.
This isn't where you want to be at
Is it
all if
4
you're
members?
a Cloud9 member. That is 3 in a car. They're fighting back though. Memo's managed to knock 2 individual players. Beowulf is up, but for how much longer? Beowulf actually gets to confirm onto Lucifer. The last player from Cloud9, Uneven, starts to rotate in to try and help. He hops out the car, takes about half damage in doing so, but he's down and out, and that's Cloud9. They had a really rough day, Dave. A really rough day, and that's their last too. That's them out for the semifinals.
I mean,
Sixes.
you know, they're up there, right?
They're up there.
like
They're
4th
safe.
or
They're
5th,
safe,
maybe
yeah.
even 6th. Even after tomorrow's games with the other squads, you have to, you know, guess they will be moving on into the next round. So
Yeah, they will be. Sixless on the overview actually started to answer onto Tribe, so they managed to find themselves a decent position while the chaos was
I can't believe
breaking out.
yeah, I mean, it seems like they just stumbled upon Tribe. Tribe were in the position ready to take the engagement.
Yeah.
Cloud9 popped out as fast as they could, but they
Oh,
had
here we go.
already lost a member.
This is another pull-up. Tribe getting pulled up by Space Station now,
yep.
and they're just choosing to get out of there as they only have 1 alive. It is Outsider, who will be the last member remaining. Sigurd will bleed out. So,
pulling back to the
unfortunately for
edge.
Tribe,
Going back to the edge right here.
they're down to 1 as Space Station Gaming, 2 of the bigger competitors for them have been either eliminated or weakened. So maybe, just maybe,
What's up?
we find ourselves with a Space Station Chicky D.
I mean, I feel like Space Station, they were close enough to see and hear the engagement from Cloud9 that was an intentional pull-up on the Tribe because they
definitely
knew
was.
Tribe was going to be hurting right there. And they got the better half of them. I mean, like you said, one of the members from Tribe was able to peel off the edge to continue surviving. But I do like to see Space Station trying to be aggressive here, trying to be proactive in this game.
Well, this is another big threat. It is the team Unnamed guys who sit second on the leaderboard at the moment, only behind Team Totality's incredible semifinals run so far.
Have a nice building.
I have a nice building. That's not quite the God Compound. It will need a shift east for it to be in
God
place.
Compound?
It does. Yeah, God Compound's like it's the best one. It's the
It's what you make it. Home is what you make it.
home is what you make it. Home is where the heart is too.
Home is where the heart is.
And my heart's here with you, Dave. So this is home.
You're missing your dog.
Yeah, I actually am. Poor thing.
So Team 9 going to be on the outskirts, looking over the Unnamed in their...
Have lost a player. Unfortunately for them.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, where does Team 9 go? Like, I don't think they push into the Unnamed's compound, but
No.
when it comes to, I guess they can use the forest that is to their west kind of for cover, but we do see Wildcard behind them, so they might be getting backstabbed for Wildcard. I don't know if Team 9 want to get aggressive. Looks like they might actually be trying to rotate around where we saw the Unnamed, but unfortunate for them, we have Omen Elite over here as well, so we'll have to see what happens to them. Sixless trying to take some shots onto our squad down there. Once again, this is the last game. Yep, they're trying to do all they can do. I believe there's 3 of them in that shack down there.
It's not where you want to be. It's real stinky in that shack real quick.
Rolex taking some long range shots. Right there.
Yeah,
Oh, that's steamy.
you'd back him as well. Very talented young player is Rolex.
On the edge.
Yeah, Space Station Game Arena, okay position. We've seen these circles yo-yo back and forth, so you'd assume that it would rotate all the way back, but Sixless has just poked his head out one too many times to Latinos Unidos, and he'll be knocked out, but not finished off just yet. This is Euphoria, Wildcard standing a little too close for comfort. Wildcard only have the 3 members, so they will be at a numbers disadvantage.
Wildcard, they will be playing tomorrow.
Yeah, they will. Euphoria know that they're there too. Felix is watching out for this. He's he knows something's up. It's not all good in the hood. So he's watching out, but we saw Team 9. They are trying to rotate through it in open field, so that they're really wearing some hurt. We see Simplicity as well now in cars moving, but that is dangerous at this start, this place in the game, as they're moving through a lot of squads actually. They're moving at the back end of this Wildcard Euphoria fight. I don't think it's very visible due to the deflate, but they could come in and third party this, and this could get real messy on the southern side of this circle very quickly. And it looks like Wildcard know about it, and they're looking for these rotates, try and get some early shots in. Alucard hits the deck. He's going to try and find the spray on this bike. Illusions will pop up and join him with the shots, but they won't connect as Omen players in the north start to wear some heat.
That's unfortunate. I feel like that could have been an easy kill.
Yeah.
Maybe some loop to boot as well. And that also gave away their position. If Euphoria weren't aware of Wildcard's position earlier, that definitely was going to be that alarm. So we're going to have a couple snakes down here on the edge. Looks like MVP might have seen one of the members from Euphoria. But like we said, snakes in the grass right here. Nobody has their lawnmowers out quite yet to shorten that grass. But Team 9, they're trying to push up. Looks like they're going to be getting stopped by Simplicity out here.
Yeah, Simplicity really pulled up on them heavy and fast. And Omen are on the high ground laying into this fight too. So there is really no safe space for this team of Simplicity to go to. They see them fortifying this rock as much as they can with vehicles, but I don't know if it will be enough to save them.
Next circle, it's they're going to be outside of it.
I certainly will.
And it's an open field in front of them.
Zute just got a big nade kill onto one of the 9 members that pushed up to try and get any sort of ground. We still have 12 teams remaining.
Yeah, we're about to lose these two. I almost guarantee you.
We're about to lose.
Euphoria and Wildcard are in the forest, just having some type of snake battle out here, which was fine last circle, but now with this next circle, they're going to have to push down there.
A long way.
A long way, and we see Spacestation Gaming. They're kind of on the high ground of the hill. They're probably going to be looking over here. The last member from Tribe Outsider, they're going to be pushing in with the vehicle. But my eye is going to be on Team Unnamed, because I feel like they're going to be able to just third party and mow down all those teams I just mentioned down there in the south.
Team 9 goes down. They are out. And Euphoria are down to 1 player remaining. Rolex getting some kills as well. But Wildcard are the ones putting the hurt on. Alucard, them getting a lot of kills in this engagement. Tribe's last player, Outsider, has found a knock onto Juicy, who has been finished by one of the Latinos Unidos players. So all of a sudden, Spacestation Gaming's perfect placement is being ruined. Outsider does get knocked out and finished off as Omen continues to kill.
Zute!
Big car explosion, claims 2 knocks. And you'd imagine that would be them finished as Chris picks up the 3rd. So that might be Wildcard dropping out. They've got 1 player alive in the dirt. Team Unnamed are now wearing a lot of fire as well.
Right here on the edge, in the shack. They're going to need to move. So Euphoria getting the better half of that. They have their buggy.
They've pulled up on Sixless. Sixless doesn't. They don't know he's here. Maybe they do. They do.
Yeah, they look.
Sixless has found one though. He found both.
What the DP?
Sixless, you monster.
The DP god. Used to be the VSS god. Now the Shack DP god. Looks like Rolex will be pulling up on Sixless to provide that support. Last game for this team, 4 kills. They do have a nice little building to boot to provide that cover. We see Omen Elite 4 live on the edge. They had some nice kills on the entry from the Wildcard. Infinex, I believe they have a Shack out there as well. So Cream still alive. This is probably their best game yet. I want to say 3 alive so far. I don't know how many kills they have. Looks like 0 kills to their name, but the
hanging out.
Potential is endless. Yep, right now they're going to be hanging out.
Infinex and Omen, you'd have to say with 4 alive are in the best positions. Both of them have found their way into the... just don't say Rolex has actually found one. He's going to confirm the kill too, it looks like. Yeah, Angry's actually found another one. So that's 2 of the Infinex players down. And Wi-Fi...
This is free kills.
Yeah, this is free kills. He's managed to find 1. He's probably going to try and confirm it too.
That's so free. It reminds me of PUBG Mobile.
That is so free. And it's so fun too.
Yeah.
Shooting fish in a barrel.
Look at this.
Spacestation Gaming have actually laid a lot of hurt onto a lot of teams, including Omen.
Oh my goodness. What shots coming from... Wi-Fi's positioned right now. I mean, you're just prone in the dirt. You don't have a suppressor, but you don't need one right now. I mean, no one's even looking over here. You also have that rock providing the most critical cover needed to block them from the Revenants from Cream.
Infinex lost 4 players in about 20 seconds or less.
I'm worried about Space Station.
They're not in the best position. They do have some smokes.
What are they going to do here? Yeah, what are they going to do?
They
Look
need-
at that open field that we're all moving into. as well.
That is the zone. That is the zone, is that open field. So these squads in these compounds, Latinos, Unidos, and Cream need to move. Omen will start moving. But the grenade from Irish was actually perfectly timed to knock down 2 of the aggressors. Carnage knows he's there, and he's holding another grenade out. He might try and use it. Okay, he's pushing in as the grenade goes out.
That was good. That was good.
But
they revived.
he does knock him down from the grave. It is Wi-Fi, the only player remaining.
No!
As that grenade from Irish was the biggest
Are
brain
you
play.
dead? Oh man, that was major right here.
That
Cream
was
trying to defend their compound. We're gonna be bolting through the door. Gonna be taking these shots. The players going back and forth. Can we get it? Cream looks like they might be the victors here.
They are.
Latinos unified, done and dusted. In the books. Back to drawing board. They are done.
Yep.
Here.
They
when
are
it comes
done.
to
That's
the
their
semifinals. Their final game played. We'll have to see what the leaderboards look like. Maybe they were able to acquire enough points. I don't know.
Maybe.
Make sure to stay tuned. But Omen Elite with 11 kills this game, turning up the heat. Still surviving. Wi-Fi. Are we going to be
gonna get the
able
rest.
to
He's
get
gonna get the
Carnage?
rest.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So Carnage is up.
But
That
what,
grenade.
what a grenade
Whoa,
play,
yeah.
though. That was fantastic. He knocked out 3 members of Omen Elite, and 2 of them died. So
That might have been the thorn in the side to maybe
certainly.
spoil Omen Elite's victory. Because before that, I was like, Omen Elite, they have this in the back. But now, Spacestation, they have 3 alive. Cream, 3 alive.
looking good.
Look, hey, the chicken D.
Chicky D leaving it to the last, but
Spam it in the chat.
they could.
Spacestation Gaming,
they
are
could
they
get
getting
it.
the chicken D?
At
Let
the
us
moment.
know.
At the moment, they have
They have this field to work with. They have
Yeah.
a vehicle. They are going to be getting shot.
Wi-Fi is being very annoying, though.
2 kills on Wi-Fi.
The Revenant player goes down to Cream. So Cream and Revenant are fighting. This is what Space Station Gaming do want. Revenants are down to 1 player. Oh, this is a great spot from Wi-Fi as well. He's
Cheeto.
found one of the Cream guys. Cheeto is on the deck.
Can Wi-Fi get some?
Yeah, he can finish him off too. Sixless goes down to a nade from Cheeto.
Oh,
And
no.
Angry too, so that was like a double knock.
After
Oh,
they were
no.
killed as well.
So-
these late grenades.
It's
They should be able to get their vibe. They should be able to
Wi-Fi
get
might
their
know this, and he might go for the aggressive push. No, he's just repositioning the car. So
they have the cover. They have the cover. I mean, look at this zone. It's an open field.
it is an open
They
field.
have it covered. The circle, yeah, it shifts onto them. They have the only cover right now. Omen Elite had the only cover. Street field, we're going to have some snakes crawling in the wheat field right now. Looks like Tinker's looking right over here at the last member. Oh, there's 2 members of Cream, actually, but Rolex going to be spawning out. This is,
so nervous.
yeah, this is Space Station Gaming's counter right now. Omen Elite in their position. Like,
Yes.
that's it.
They have to rotate towards the side of the Omen Elite.
Trying to get the vehicle explosions. Pretty smart.
And I'm not sure how many smokes they've got left. That's a nade from
Yeah.
Kira. Actually finds him too, so
There you have
Kira,
it.
the
See
plane.
you later.
See you later. He paints the plane, he dishes out the pain. That nade was fantastic to get that last little snake out. So now it's 2 players from Omen, 2 players from Cream, and 3 from Space Station. But Space Station have a lot of field to rotate through. The
okay,
guys from
there you go.
Omen, yeah, they're blowing up the cars.
They're pushing. They're pushing. They're throwing
the
the smokes
smokes.
out here. Wi-Fi is trying. They sprayed the smoke over here.
Cream stand up. They might be able to shoot Space Station in the back though, and that could be.
I'm curious how much more ammunition Wi-Fi has because we've been seeing Wi-Fi just
I don't know where
straight
he keeps it. Oh, that's a nade.
underhand,
Um,
overhand.
yeah, don't think any of those nades are going to connect. But he does find the player running in the smoke. Goes for the spray, but isn't able to connect. Looks like Angry's actually getting tagged down. I'm not sure if that's blue or if it's.
They're pushing into Cream as
Oh,
well.
Carnage's actually been knocked by Rolex. So this will buy some time for Space Station to move up.
So the shack is.
But
clear.
Cream, what are Cream doing?
They're crawling. They're just crawling. I mean, this is their best placements yet, right? 3rd place. Oh, they're actually getting
They're
into.
pulling up. Right on top of Sixless. Sixless has found him as he exited the vehicle. Oh, my.
Yeah, mistakes were made there.
And it
Mistakes
looks
were
like-
made. One more member.
Yeah, it looks like Sixless has been found by Wi-Fi though, so 2 of the prodigies of NA are going at it. Wi-Fi, 3 kills to his name so far. Sixless is in a position. He's dead. He's gone. There's no way he's getting back up. He's too far out, and it's his 3rd knock. So
Carnage is also up and alive, so able to heal up. That should be the 6-list
I believe
right
there
there.
is just a little bit of a ridge line there protecting Sixless, or a car actually. But he will go down and bleed out.
2v1.
And Space Station are
2v1.
so worried about this last Cream player. That's what's on their mind right now. They have to flush him out because if they stand up to fight Omen, they'll get played out by the Cream player. Rolex is knocked out. Munz is just watching this all happen. Wi-Fi gets knocked as well.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's Space Station gone. Omen versus Cream. It's going to come down to a 1v1.
This is your chance to push this.
He's
They're
not
going to
countered.
allow the revive to come out right now?
He's going to have to hit the 2v1 to finish the game. Carnage is going to get Wi-Fi back up. Wi-Fi has got himself 5 kills in the meantime.
Where are those mollies at? What are we doing out
He's
here?
throwing some smokes for cover.
I know we got the bush. I guess it's going to play it out right now. I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy.
This
3
is
kills.
crazy.
3 kills.
Yeah, he's done well.
1 first aid, right? 1 medkit.
He's got his backpack on though, so he's not the proper snake.
They're just going to be firing in the bushes now.
Oh, and
And
actually
they
Wi-Fi's found him in the bush, so that will be Omen Elite claiming that chicken dinner. Space Station Gaming still no chicken dinner for the semifinals
Next
at
time.
all.
Next time. Next time.
Saving it for the finals.
Saving it for the finals. But great game. I mean, they had a nice little bridge to work with right there in the end zone when it came to that open field. They were trying to take out those members from Omen Elite. They were getting a couple knocks, but like we said, Omen Elite had that cover, so they were able to get the revives. And those members from Cream just sticking it to them right there. But let's go check out the highlights from the final game here on Erangel. Smash. What do you see?
Yeah, it felt like a long one. This grenade there was a beautiful one. It took 2 of those Revenants players out pretty easily. Espinoza fell down eventually to the car explosion. So that was the start of the game. This was a push here. I believe this was Ignite getting taken out by Team Unnamed, who went okay. Probably didn't have the day they would have wanted. That was whole squad wipe. This was Seagate put in some work. As he has it all done. This was a pull-up where actually Sixels managed to turn and get the double
With the
dinger
DP.
here with the DP. I thought for sure he was cooked, but
Yeah, the DP has a slower fire rate as well.
yeah,
So
heavy 7.62. This was the 3-man nade though. The nade from the grave. Carnage
So-
pushes around and gets knocked out by it, unfortunately.
and the thing is, Carnage pushed because they threw the grenade, so they used that slight window of opportunity to have the upper hand.
Certainly was.
But must have forgot about it.
He must have forgot where the nade went.
Yeah, I think
Unfortunate.
the grenade bounced off the windowsill
Yeah,
and then went right back down.
must
to
have done.
where they were behind the wall. So, wow.
What a day. What a day we've had.
Omen Elite, they told me, Wi-Fi told me, we're going
That's
to
a big
try
one.
to get some kills here today. And look
16
at
of
this,
them.
16 kills this last game, 20 placement points. That's the most kills when it comes to any game today.
Yep, that was the biggest Chicky D of the day. Goes to Omen.
Cream, I mean, you got to be happy getting
20 points.
20 points.
I don't know if it's going to
19
be
points.
enough to save them.
Well, they have another day.
They do have another
They have
day.
another day.
So-
Space Station, they are done here when
Yep.
it comes to the semifinals. Now, we'll have to see where they actually place on the overall. 17 points for them. Infinex getting a little better with their 14th place. 5th place, though. I mean,
Unidos.
we're ending the day on a high note at least.
Might be
Is it high enough?
a day late and $1 short. We'll have to see the overall boards. Revenants also getting some points for themselves. So Infinex and Revenants posting up okay days. Infinex had the better of the two, I believe. They had an okay day that might have got themselves into a safe position. The Unnamed finishing off not so strong, but they're already secure. Top of the pops. No
Here you go.
whoppers.
Ignite getting last place. Tempo Storm 14th to
Still some
9.
big teams down here.
Yeah, Cloud9. Cloud9, they had a rough day. Today was the last day as well, right?
Yep. Cloud9 are done for the semi-finals. Tribe Gaming still have 4 more games to go. I believe Euphoria are done as well, or they might actually have 4 more.
Yeah, they have more.
Tempo still have 4 more games.
Yep.
They didn't have a fantastic day either. Team 9 are done though.
Yep.
So they're one of the ones that I want to know where they're going to about to finish up.
So we're
because-
looking at Team 9,
Yep.
Simplicity, Latinos
Yep.
Unified.
Latinos
What other?
Unified.
What other? Those 3 for sure.
Those 3 are the 3
We'll
off
see.
the top
We'll
of
see
my
in just a
head.
moment. Yeah, we'll see.
Because 6 Angry Men pulled out.
Yeah. Well, a little too early. 5 minutes before the miracle. So here's the overall standings for today. Some teams, it varies when it comes to 12 games and 16. But the teams with 16 matches played, done here
They are
for
done.
the semifinals.
No more opportunities for them to earn points. So Infinex find themselves on 150 to end the semi-finals, which is a safe number, I'd assume. We still have Space Station, Cloud9. They're safe.
For no
Unnamed,
chicken.
they're safe.
Yeah, for no chicken.
Yeah.
5th place, I mean.
That's actually
it's-
really good.
Yeah, I mean, 80 kills, 102 placement points. Cloud9, 85, 110 placement points. Omen Elite, they will be showing up tomorrow, so they might actually have a chance to overtake both Space Station and Cloud9. Now, we didn't see Tribe get their 3P here today, but
No, we didn't.
still,
2
2
chicken dinners.
Yep, they're going to
pretty
be in the top when it comes to that. I don't know if any other squads will be able to contest that that spot. But
And what's impressive is the fact that they're so similar to Team Totality on points with 2 more chicken dinners. So Team Totality are more consistent. with higher kills. So that's interesting.
Here's the mid pack.
Team 9, 117 points. That is really, really close because
I want to say they're good. We'll find out tomorrow, but if
we will.
I was a betting man, I would probably say Team 9.
You'd think that
They should be good.
you'd think that Ignite, Tempo, Wildcard Method would all overtake them in points. That
Tomorrow.
would put them down to about 14, 15, 16
Oh,
players.
yeah, you're right.
So it can be quite dicey. Simplicity are also...
It's
Revenants
close.
need to overtake
It's
them.
close.
Yeah, Simplicity are on the cusp of elimination.
Simplicity, yeah, they are.
We'll have to see what the next page
yeah,
looks like.
They're the most nervous when it comes to tomorrow. So we went from
Euphoria.
97 to 80, and this is the
Then
next page. Yeah, Euphoria with the
78.
78. They'll be playing tomorrow. ABX 77. They'll be playing tomorrow. Blended Loyalty 73. They'll be playing. So yeah, the next 4 squads that are closest to overtaking Simplicity. What is it, like
pretty
20, 30?
points. So all Euphoria, AVX, and Blood and Loyalty need to have about 30-point days to overtake them and eliminate them. So it's not a big point
I'm curious
day.
on what their average placement points per day have been, or points in total have been. That would be a nice little number to
Yeah, it would be. It would
come
be.
up with when it comes to these stats. But we'll have to see. I mean, Simplicity right there. Here
Oh, Sixless.
are the kill leaders. So Sixless able
Hasn't
to-
moved all day. I do believe maybe Raven entered the fray again after game 1, but just shuffling. Top of the pops, big
It's
boys.
like a stack of cards. Just
Stack of
shuffling
cards.
it, like which one comes next?
We'll have to see if 10 can break the 50 and HH24 can...
50? I thought you said 45.
No, 50. He can get 11 kills over 4
Oh, you
games.
said 50.
That's not too bad. I reckon he could do it. He's,
What
he's on
was-
track for it.
What was group stage?
He's on... So he's played 3 games, 3 days of games, and he's on 39.
What was
So-
the group stage though?
I can't remember. It wasn't 50. It wasn't even...
It was someone from
It was
the
less than
Unnamed,
that.
right? So
Yeah, I think it was... maybe it was... No, it was from... Revenants, maybe?
Revenants? Oh
Or
yeah, it was
Infinex.
Revenants. Infinex.
One of those
One of those two. What a day. I
What a
mean,
day.
some of these teams were going to be saying
Adios.
bye, adios, see you later, see you next time. Some of these other squads were going to be saying back to the drawing board.
Yep.
Thanks for playing. Thanks for showing up. We appreciate you and everything that you've contributed to the games here so far.
Yeah.
Final thoughts before we send it for the day?
Team 9, they might have done just enough. Simplicity are going to be holding on for dear life. We're going to have to see what the results bear tomorrow, though. Tomorrow we'll have our final 16 teams, the top teams, going through to the regional finals, Dave. I can't wait to find out. I am so excited to get into it tomorrow.
Handshakes in the chat. Handshakes in the chat right there. Hey, that's us handshaking the squads that won't be showing up tomorrow as well. But
Yep.
ladies and gentlemen, that's it. NA, done and dusted, in the books.
Another day done.
Another day done. Another day. We're good to go. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. We will be here tomorrow. Same beautiful faces, fresh haircuts, no bow tie. So make sure you tune on in for the final day of the North America semifinals. See you tomorrow.